Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 7 match. We are in brackets round 2, and this is Aosuna versus Scarlet Game 1. On commentary today, we have Chuckles and Jackstronomy, and they'll take it from here.
Hey.
Well, that's us, isn't it? Hey.
That's it. Yeah, that's our cue. Hey, Jax.
Yeah, that's our cue. Absolutely. Hello. Yeah. Man, thank you for inviting me to come on with you. This is gonna be so much.
No, it's good fun.
It would have been more fun if there were such chest sizes on, but
Yeah,
we're doing it together.
we're gonna suffer I say suffer. We've got some interesting settings today. Dungeon ER, CAMC off, and two other settings. I can't remember what they were, but they're Scrub Shuffle and one chicken, which is at least, we won't have to see a lot of chickens, but tracking dungeon entrances, checking all the chests, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of mental overhead. So yeah, just looking at the statistics, this is not really. Except for the fact that, if you look at Asuna's last 10 races, the 4-5-5-5 is just very nice. It's very pleasing. These are pretty well matched runners. They are pretty experienced. Asuna has more experience, hence more wins, but yeah, they're very well matched. One seed off. I don't think we can complain about this, how well this is matched.
Yeah, Aosuna has been playing for a while now. Scarlet also been playing for a while, so not a surprise that these two have got into this stage of the tournament. This might be the furthest that either one has got. They both maybe won a match or two in season 6, but maybe hasn't necessarily gone so far this deep into a tournament before, into a main tournament. So it's good to see new faces.
Yeah, it does seem that a lot of the strong but not widely deserved top tier runners have had their chance to shine because all of the people are able to pick variants, go with things that are more to their strengths. They're able to make antagonistic picks, even though I don't enjoy that.
No.
But again, I think that frankly the top 100 runners or so probably all could take a game on.
Yeah, it's pretty even. And actually, if you want to hear more about our thoughts on the people who are progressing into the tournament, then go and listen to the podcast. We've got a new episode coming out shortly where we actually have a good discussion about...
Stop shilling, we got a game to go. The game is on.
All right, okay. Green Med, which means we can get the song from the Temple of Time, but we're adult, a child even. Yeah, and Nocturne.
Always nice.
So we have lots of kind of options early on with the start.
Yeah. I do like having a forest med start. Once we go adult, we're going to just get a song straight away. And even a not unuseful song is I don't know, the worst you can get is song time.
Yeah, a lot of people have been going to Lon Ranch from Kokiri Forest with Nocturne. You might have to kind of think about whether you're going to be doing that or not. So yeah, we'll see what route these two decide to go.
Honestly, I think it wouldn't change that opinion, in my opinion, because if you were inclined to do it. Because the whole point of going straight to Lon Ranch is to fish for a couple more things to do Kokiri Forest before going adult, while you have to while you're managing your time of day to make sure you can get into market to go.
So Scarlet just peeked the Kokiri sword chest.
Oh dear.
Scarlet was the one
who likes CAMC.
Yeah. So nice peek of that.
Actually, the Kokiri sword chest tends to be where I remember CAMC is off because it's vanilla, a big chest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, game.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where
I just stopped off because I'm just haven't seen AO or Scarlet this season. He's the best technical player. Do you think you have an opinion on that, Chuckles? Because I don't think I have an opinion on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that, sorry?
Who the best technical player is between these?
You know what, these two runners, I haven't had a lot of history watching them, to be fair. So I don't know, really. This is why I was kind of interested to watching this match, because I don't know a ton about them, so it's going to be fun to watch them. I think they're going to be pretty even. Aosuna is just been kind of developed very quickly as a runner. And Scarlet's played like Link to the Past and things like that. So yeah, they're both pretty good runners. We got an early Kakiri start.
I say Link to the Past, like at a low level is not as technical as Ocarina at a low level, but at a high level is much more technical.
Yeah, because the combat is like so much harder in that game.
Also, just the overworld movement is very precise to be at a truly high level.
Okay.
Unlike, we have Shadow Temple and Deku Tree.
I am going to be tracking these as well.
Oh yeah, that's like. So, how do you track your dungeon entrances, Chuckles?
So during S7 I have turned to the traditional method of a piece of paper and a pen.
Yep, same here. I am using a just get a pen that's pretty wet, like a Colossus hand bow. Which hand?
Yep, right hand.
Right hand. That's the Silver Nautilus chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just get a pen that's decently wet, so you don't have to press very hard. Like it's like a fairly wide gel pen. Makes your life easier.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Jabu to Twin Rover is fun.
Yeah, Jabu to Twin Rover, that's interesting.
So you kind of hope that Jabu's going to be a medallion. I mean, at least we know if it's stone Jabu, we can just go into there.
Absolutely.
Oh, remember to check the scrubs. Very good.
That's something where, another reason you may want to put off going through your Lost Woods is because although scrubs are down to 10... Oh, okay. Down to 10 each, you still have to do that. Yeah,
you gotta have the money to be able to do that. So, just a note, Scarlet didn't get the Cactivolve hint. They didn't go and do the second Deku hint.
Interesting.
Okay, so this looks like this is a...
One of the things I've found with path hints is that you really don't want to leave them behind. You can get away with leaving behind a sometimes hint, most of the time, even a foolish hint. But if you don't have paths and your opponent does, it can be very difficult.
Yeah, the hints I've been finding are pretty powerful in these settings, unless Interior or Grotto ER is on, and then the hints suck.
Oh yeah, then the hints are bad.
But even the entrance hints for Dungeon ER, they're pretty important. They're pretty powerful.
Yeah, knowing where your entrances are before you have to walk there is really strong. I'll say, I know there's been a meme about everyone picking Dungeon ER, but it's consistently pretty fun, I think is why people like it. It changes things up enough that it's worth doing, but also it isn't just walk into every single door in the game, have to find the one that you care about, have fun.
It is an enjoyable setting. I enjoy playing it. Watching it can be a bit of a troll, but playing it is, especially with required only on, you've said before, if you're gonna host casual Dungeon ER random required only tournaments.
Yeah, that would be, well, not tournaments, just a fun race.
Okay, just races. Sorry, that's not meant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. Are you kidding me? Organizing tournaments is a lot of work. And so props to all the organizers.
Yeah, DMT and Fire Foolish, so 2 back-to-back Foolish hints.
And since we have scrubs on, there's a lot of checks in Lon.
Oh yeah, gotta do the 3 in the grotto here as well. Gotta remember those.
And see, this is why you fish for stuff in Lon range, because you would do all of this anyway, and it would be equally slow. But having stuff like Minuet actually makes your trip through Lost Woods faster. So Aosuna is opting to take the walk around the left side. Oh, hey, bomb bag. Don't skip Ocarina Memory Game today. That's going to be your earliest accessible bomb bag, if not your only.
Yeah, Sphere 0 bomb bag. I wonder whether that will change Scarlet's routing on going to Goron City, maybe? DC entrance. with that bomb bag. Could be Deku in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Checking your early entrance that's possibly child accessible, always a good plan.
Then you could just play Nocturne down here. Saves you walking out of this location. And then you're kind of in the region.
Mm-hmm.
So see what Scarlet does here. I think Nocturne's a good play.
Yeah, I absolutely think you should be playing here. I mean, Serenade looks like, which is also acceptable, I think.
Yeah, Serenade to get to Lon Lon. Pretty fair.
Get to Lon Lon, get to clear out Lon Lon, and then head to back adult, I think is probably the idea.
Yeah, I think so too. I would want to check the DC entrance as child. I think knowing your entrances and your dungeons is pretty crucial. Because that could be like the well. It could be Jabu, right? And we know Jabu is the Twin Rover, and we could just do the first 2 checks in there because the scrub's on.
It's true. Yeah, the only counterpoint to that is that time of day is of a concern. So unless you're prepared to route in a night cycle, you may be like wanting to push market just to be able to make sure you're going to get adult on this day-night cycle.
Yeah, you could scum the time of day.
Possible. And it
yeah,
looks
it depends on what's in there.
Yeah, and Scarlet's definitely on emulator, so that's not too bad. The main difference, the main consideration when you're doing save scumming, you can be a little more aggressive with save scumming on emulator because the reload time is so fast. You're already up and going by the time you're done looking at you just need the classic controller.
Yeah, trust me, as a VC cheater, I fully know how long it takes to save quit out of places.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the reason I stay on emulator. The main reason is I'm just too lazy to maintain another piece of hardware. I already do enough of it at my work.
yeah, that's absolutely fair. Like, the main reason I moved is because my laptop just couldn't handle like streaming and
running
and things like that, and it would lag a lot. That was the main reason why I changed. Actually, my sensitivity felt pretty good on emulator, but I'm happy I now am on VC. But it is a lot of effort to set up and deal with, and VC crashing is a thing.
Yep. Yeah, I have. Yeah, so as people told me, it's like, oh, you got the fancy new computer and all you do on it is play Zelda. I'm like, I mean, Zelda and Slay the Spire, come on.
Yeah, I installed like more RAM into my laptop. I downloaded more RAM. Flash.
Oh, dang.
I installed it, more RAM, and broke the laptop whilst at it. And yeah, I literally just have like 32 gigs of RAM for playing the 1998 game. And for restreaming on Slug Central, so... Alright, both runners with the bomb bag. So that's nice.
Good. No one's skipping that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, some people might skip that.
Oh yeah, people definitely missed that check.
It does feel like a long check, but also like coming back for it will take infinitely longer. Say we're still just in this early child route. We'll see where Scarlet takes the back of Lon Lon Rant. She did save, so she might be looking at save some money from the scrubs and then just walking up from Kokiri. No, she's warping.
Yeah.
Okay, she's headed.
Serenade.
Oh, wait a minute. She hasn't checked scrubs at Lake Hylia. We'll see if she decides to do that.
Oh, so I forget that so often.
Yeah, so just if you are not a Scrub Sanity player, this guy here is sitting on top of a grotto holding 3 scrubs. And Aosuna just going for it here. I personally do what Scarlet's doing and give it a second because I've been burned by that owl kidnapping me in the middle of pulling the stone more than once.
You fly away and like you feel really bad, and at least you have Serenade to get back there. But yeah, I like Baseball says he kidnaps you, so
we have a ship, we have a fish. More importantly, it's a
emotional
bottle.
support
So, yeah, do you feel emotionally supported?
I will do in a moment. when I do this.
Oh. Gotta have a sport fisherman.
Trying to do that on the tiny chat box we have on the commentary page, and the emote box was even smaller, so it took me ages to find it.
Brawler, I don't think Mithra cares about children being kidnapped by house. Just thinking about it. Bear, you're winning. You're winning.
Yeah, Bear's winning. Let's go. A lot of sometimes since.
Yeah.
I cannot see that on Aosuna side.
Yeah, that's just a dark blur. Chad, I know you're already on top of this, but, like, I'm not gonna be on my full attention span today, so...
Yeah, I was really hoping, getting Jax on here, I was like, right, I can, Jax is intelligent, smart, very good runner. Jax can do all the hard stuff, and I'll just sit here and talk shit for 3 hours or whatever. But no, Jax is like, I'm not feeling so great today, and I'm like, fuck.
Listen, turns out I have a stovetop espresso maker. So
yeah, as long as you're caffeined up, then I'm delighted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this guardhouse, the pot in the back right corner has 5 rupees, and the pot closest to the door has 5 rupees. So if you need 10 rupees, that's where you get them from.
You can also top up your rupees running along the balcony of this room. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a scale right next to it.
Wow, that's a French vanilla
we might
scale.
be seeing what that is.
Do you think we're going into domain now?
Maybe. Maybe it isn't anything that's... Listen, if it was important, I think Aosuna would have gone for it, right? Yeah, it's Baseball's favorite item. It's true. It's a good item. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, very early on. Love a scale. Scarlet is picking up
Legitimately,
Dins.
I think mine might... Yeah, Dins is good to have. Legitimately, I think mine might be the hover boots.
Ooh, it's the hover boots!
Exactly. That's why I said legitimately, just because it's... You used to do such cool stuff you wouldn't get to do in the vanilla game.
Oh, that, water temple with the hover boots.
Oh, it feels so good.
Imagine doing that temple without the hover boots.
Yeah. Oh, hey, strength upgrade.
Whoa, okay.
Very nice.
We're picking up items.
Yeah, we are getting some stuff here. So, what does this give us? We have ourselves Dins, we've got... Nothing else really fits together yet.
With the bomb bag, the strength basically does nothing at this point. Other than
the strength on its own doesn't do much. You're right.
Yeah, some forest completion potentially, but with the bomb bag, the strength is kind of meh.
Yeah, the odds of not needing a single strength in the seed are very low. And actually, they're 0 because we have Path of Twinrova.
Well,
but
that is true.
In general, it's not very common. GTG to Morpha. Ooh, Skull Mask is magic.
Ooh.
Scarlet turns right around because that is an entrance.
Yeah, if you didn't have Dins, I wouldn't be turning around right now. I'd probably wait later, but
Dins
yeah, you have Dins and Nocturne. Again, this is why I would have checked the DC entrance. That could be Jabu. This other entrance could be Jabu, and we know Jabu's path, so...
Ooh, actually, Scarlet... Yeah, Scarlet. Spirit Temple. And actually, yeah, that actually would make me delay going.
You've got to do that because
you have to do it.
You can climb up the hands and jump off the hands of the Spirit Temple. You have a slingshot. You have a bomb bag.
You're right.
You can get the Colossus song.
Yeah, you're right. It's something where this is going to be a very interesting decision point from Scarlet. Just mark that down because I know Scarlet's time of day is not good right now. If you wanted to go back and get the Skull Mask after drinking Keaton.
I wouldn't be too concerned about the time of day though, because there is stuff to do. Like you could do field, you could do valley, like you could do DMT if you wanted to, like. And you've got Serenade, so you can get back through the owl quite quickly. So I wouldn't be concerned about the time of day. I would have got the magic. I would have done Dinspire.
Yeah, I think having the magic would have been pretty strong there.
Open the entrance, done Spirit, get the song on Colossus. But getting ZL here from Adult SFM, really powerful.
Yeah, I think that would also be your counter argument, would be just go take a look and see what you can get done not as a child, and then come back, because you can save warp back from adult without changing your time of day, and you'll be at the perfect time of day to get Night Market and do Dampe.
Yeah.
Until you see Sun Song, routing with time of day in mind, it's a defensible choice. Wait,
that was the right hand's the bow again.
Okay, I thought it was a third one, so I thought the left hand was also a bow for some reason.
that would be fantastic.
That'd be amazing. I would be really here for that, but yeah.
Oh, that makes a good point though. Like if we did check the Colossus song through Child, we would pick up that bow on Child Spirit as well.
Although this is that you are assuming that we have a key on Child.
I think the likelihood is so high that
I think it's likely, but that's actually okay. So Scarlet putting that off is actually not the worst thing anymore, because now she has Storms. So when she comes back to hand in the Keaton mask, she can open the well.
The extent of entrances we can check at the moment is crazy. We can check this. Well, we know what this entrance is. We can check the well. We can check DC. We can actually check ice as well with the bottle and with ZL now. So we've got out of logic, but
you don't even need the bottle.
Oh yeah, of course. Could you just check in the entrance?
Technically.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't feel too excited about that right now.
Yeah, you just need ZL. Like, oh wow. Doesn't mean that if we do see.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying, if we did find ice, we could just do ice, and that's a really nice thing just to whack out as soon as you find it.
Exactly. There's a couple of shacks, but also the song, and again, the least impactful song is Song of Time, and even that can be essential.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite thing is about Dungeon Entrance Randomizer?
Go on.
Seeds where ice can have Zelda's Lullaby in it.
Oh, yeah. The meme, yes. Very nice. We won't say it today, but, like, that is really cool.
Yeah. I had one where Blue Fire Arrows were also on, and they were pathed to get Zelda's Lullaby out of Ice Cavern because ZL locked all of the bottles.
Oh, amazing. Oh, that would literally make my day.
Again, this is why we play this, because we get this, just see kind of weird stuff the generator spits out. Well,
also, we're still... Scarlet doesn't know CAC's devolve, but we're going to be checking the CAC checks here. So we'll see what we find.
Yeah, and going as an adult isn't the worst. Scarlet, this pot is just haunting you. Ugh.
Yeah.
Very rude. So, looks like Aosuna's had a more thorough Child 1. I think Scarlet went for what I call the child path route, where if you have a I think about it as like the child half, the adult half, where if you start your starting age, you just do the bare minimum checks to get the songs and the stuff around the songs, and then you switch ages.
Yeah.
Which I think is also just a viable route as well, because then you can just sweep a good amount of early game at both ages.
Yeah, and we do that as adult anyway. We quite often just do CAC, get the song, and then go Child 2. So I think it makes sense just to get the major bits. Oh, there's a shield.
Hey, free shield, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for giving us something good.
Like getting the songs and the meta, picking up the songs quickly is so important.
Serious Business in chat says something that brings up something I'd forgotten about these settings. With Esmond to Baronade, you wanted to rush Song of Storms.
Oh, I didn't even know we had an SFM to Baronade.
But also, just in Scrub Sanity, you need to rush your early songs to make sure that you're not just walking past Storms lock. So this is something where in co-op, in co-op settings where I've had co-op with co-op settings have had scrubs turned on, my co-op's note sheet just has "Where's Storms" in giant letters at the top because it's that important when you have scrubs turned on.
Yeah, because it's like 4 sets of grottos or something like that that like has
you have
scrubs in it. Valley, SFM, River.
Oof.
3 sets? Feels like there's
At least
another.
3, but it's enough checks that you want to pay attention. Oh no! Aosuna is absolutely bodied by that shit.
Yeah, JARP saying doesn't have the health to do the setup, so...
Yeah, that hurts a little. I think neither of our runners are going to be getting into Spirit anytime. Oh, nope. Aosuna is just...
In doggy minefield. Oh, what, with the magic.
Waffling about whether to go back for magic Spirit. But I think in his situation with the time of day it is currently, and also he hasn't been adult, he doesn't have ZL, he doesn't have storms more. He has a lot of motivation to put it off and come back with more health, a better time of day, and storms, so you can go start getting some storm stuff. Yeah, looks like both our runners are taking the do some early research and then go back plan. And see, Scarlet is going back child as soon as it becomes adult. Definitely going for the half and half route, which I'm not unhappy about, but just is.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. Could have extended that a bit, I think. I
think I would have at least checked the end, but although then again, if it's anything but DC, you're not in a place to do anything. So if you have more entrances to check, a magic meter to pick up that can get you another entrance, it can be useful.
I wonder if Scarlet is thinking, actually, I want to go and pick up that magic meter, so it makes sense to go back child and do that. And those storms are just those songs that we picked up, ZL and Storms, like 2 very, very important songs to pick up in that adult section.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth.
Wonder how soon is taking this. Is Scarlet going to check the terrible fairy?
Oh, we've got the Storms grotto here, but at least it's not grotto-y, so we don't need to actually do anything with it. Literally the worst grotto in the game.
Yeah, another one of those settings where it's just, I know where all these are. Do I really have to go?
Yeah.
No, my complaint about a lot of the S7 settings is not that I can't do them, it's that they're boring.
Yep. Especially when they're just like on their own. Like if it's grottos and something else, it might be a bit more fun.
I don't think fire arrows on their own do much of anything when we have to inspire.
No. Like I'm just in my head, I'm like Shadow Trial, but like.
Yeah, but that can't be a path to Baronade because we don't have an open bridge.
Fire arrow entry.
So. How am I not myself? We have logical magic.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
Yeah, the only thing that does logically would be Shadow Trial 2, which again is not relevant. However, I mean, they're not... If you get a bow, they're nice to have for Spirit.
Yeah, I think Scarlet's on the road to Viridian City, but also to pick up the magic meter. Hand in the Keaton mask here. Do check-ins.
Scarlet's already done. Or is it just Aosuna?
I can't remember.
$5.
I don't think she's been here yet.
Yes, we know where the magic is. The magic is friendship. It's also on Soul Map.
Yeah, pick up some skills. Hand in the Keaton mask. At least you got Sun Song, so I'm not worried about the time of day now.
Yeah, that makes your life a lot easier.
Well, Deezer said it. He said the B word, so
Cheers.
I don't know if that came through on the mic.
It did not. But was there a cold one cracked open?
It was a beer that is open, yeah. Oh, Market's Twin Rover.
Got
Okay.
Din's Fire. Oh, yes, Din's Fire.
Din's, okay. That's fine. So we're missing what? We've got 5 meds. We haven't got a.
I'm gonna guess we're
Deku
not gonna
hint?
get a Deku hint.
Yeah, because it's not the Deku entrance, isn't it? So.
Yeah, so our Deku entrance is gonna have more than one way to get.
Yeah. Could be DC.
Could just be DC. And if you had Din's Fire and Magic, that becomes a very easy thing to do as a Epona. So I think that's gonna. So that rules out GTG as our Deku entrance.
I would say opponent's spicy. Like
It is.
crossing kind of logic to get to the GTG entrance and things like that could be applicable.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reminder. Go get the skull mask.
Yep. So looking at the potential locations for Deku Tree, it's basically DC, Forest, Water. Yeah, DC, Forest, Water. Because all of the other, considering we have Ocarina of Time, all of the other ways to get there would have at least one required item through.
A boomerang.
Boomerang is good to have, considering we have a Jabu path.
Was this the SFM grotto?
Indeed it was.
Yeah, so that's
That's a pretty
SFM
good
to
path to
Baronade.
get
Yeah. So, still need to, well, wherever Jabu is going to be, we need to find out where that is next.
Mm-hmm. So, the real interesting thing is what's in Jabu?
Well,
Because
Jabu
it can
can only be
well,
child, can't it? Like,
yeah, it can only be well, Jabu, Deku, or DC.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it can't be Deku.
It's so often just Jabu is Jabu.
It's often just Jabu is Jabu.
I watched Majakin versus Cranks, who had Dungeon ER. They had 5 vanilla entrances.
Let's randomize this.
Yeah, and it was always
they need a performance review.
the hints were just like, Jabu is in Jabu. And if it wasn't for that hint early on, I'd be like, did someone not turn on Dungeon ER? Mido, come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know what the most random thing is? Not randomizing it at all.
Yeah, it's like semi-Dungeon ER.
It's not even this. It's the Steven Andros. Like, who randomized this?
But that's how you know it's true randomization, though, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we said the dock the performance for their performance bonus for not randomizing things appropriately. The Kiyoshi, this is not a stupid question. You can see that because we get it often enough that there is a command. In the typical way we play, an item that is important will be inside of a large gilded chest with a gold trim. And yeah, they chose to turn it off, so I have to pay attention to every chest. Alright, so here's that magic for Scarlet.
There's the opposite thing, though. Like, I'm now just, like, not paying attention to the chest whatsoever. So maybe it's actually less effort. I'm just looking when people pick up items now. I'm not looking at the chests.
Yeah. Maybe so. Well, there's that magic. So now Scarlet can get into Child-Side Spirit, which could be pretty impactful because we could have we can get to a bow. We can get to what else? Yeah, to a bow potentially. We can get to another song check and get to entrance potentially. It's always fun when Jabu is in Spirit Temple.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this Nocturne entrance is going to be. And actually, Scarlet is changing
like, wait
path.
a second.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Yeah,
I've already turned it in. I'm good.
I think this is a prudent move. Checking this as soon as possible, seeing how much we can do with this.
How deep can we go in Spirit? Because if you can go deep, you can get some very interesting.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we get like that might work. I don't know.
It does work. It does work.
Does, yeah. Yeah.
You know how I can tell? Because I've done it enough times.
I remember I watched
kind of far off.
I watched Barrel one time doing it must have been like an S4 race or something, and he purposely did it so one torch wasn't lit and then used a fire arrow to light the other one. So it's like during the FAE debate.
Incredible. Yeah, I can get behind that version of FAE. Again, my only problem with FAE is that it shreds my thumb. And I like not wearing my hand brace.
Yeah, somebody find the FAE GIF if you're not sensitive to fast-moving objects. So, do we only know 2 entrances at the moment? Do we only know that Deku?
Yeah, they have not been checking entrances very intensely.
Yeah, we only know Shadow and Spirit.
And we know what Deku isn't, but we don't know what it is.
Open Shadow.
But Scarlet, what are you doing? Oh no. Scarlet.
Was there... Huh?
Oh no!
Huh?
You turned down CAMC!
Oh no! Don't peek, no! Don't peek the chest! No!
This is why CAMC is
no.
the top key option here.
Oh.
Because even people who pick it forget what they're doing and autopilot because we've been playing with keys on for so long. Or the textures on for so long.
You are all invited to go into my race time history and check what I've been banning. Because pretty much every race I've been banning the CAMC option to keep it on.
Diesler, you don't run. You're too lazy to run the beat, so I don't know what your take's worth.
So Scarlet is playing Nocturne.
Scarlet is realizing,
and we're back in.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Scarlet, you're an icon.
Oh, where was this Forest Temple?
Forest Temple is in DC.
Forest Temple in DC. Okay, so what can we do? Slingshot and a strength. We could do the eye in Forest Temple in Child if we pick up a key.
We can do Child Forest Temple. Actually, you can do 2 of the courtyard checks.
This is the Dodongo's Cavern entrance, basically. No worries. Yeah, we can.
The real fun part about Forest Temple is that all of your movement in Forest Temple typically is like it utilizes the hook shot. Because you need the hook shot to get in. Why would you have Forest Temple movement that doesn't utilize the hook shot? Oh yeah. Wait.
That is quite amusing that this is completely doable without, depending on like key layouts and things like that, without the hook shot.
Yes. Like there's actually only one truly hook shot back in Forest Wild.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's in logic with the hover boots. I don't think it is.
I don't believe it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of a tricky jump to get down from the above to hover boot roll over. I go for it on occasion, but it's not like excellent at it.
Okay, so oh wow, it looks like Ao is leaving Forest. It is a stone.
Yeah.
But you could have used the key, push the block, get into the courtyard.
Yeah, there was a good amount of stuff to look at, and it was largely in logic. It was all in logic. And I think you'd actually get access was in logic.
And we know the courtyard is very rapid, so yeah.
Although it is slower without the hook shot, because you would have to climb that wall of vines with the Skulltulas on it completely from the top to the bottom. Hey, there's a bow.
Well, we're about to get a bow in 2 minutes' time, but we'll just have a bow in preparation.
Game. Is this the hand? Are you just checking? You know that, right?
This is the inside hand. This is like
Yeah. Wow, Spirit Temple. Who lets you have 2 bows?
When you were about to say like, oh, Forest is slower, and I thought you were going to say with CAMC off, and I was like, yeah, but everything is slower with CAMC off.
It's true, but no, it is slower without the hook shot. There's just some very long climbs in that temple, which is also the reason why every day I get to do Adult Deco is a good day. Because you can use the hook shot to go up the Skulltula walls in Deku Tree, and it's so fast.
Yeah, if you had the long shot and you can go through the one-way like bridgey thing at the top, it feels so good. And using the hammer to get the Skulltulas off the walls or the Waltulas, it feels even better because they suck.
Adult Deku is just...
Yeah, love Adult Deku.
Adult Deku, Child GTG.
Yeah, Child GTG, yeah.
Do you know how much I love the fact that the mechanic for the Song of Time blocks, which you would probably never see otherwise, is they travel through time when you play Song of Time.
Yeah, which is so awesome. Like, how about...
That doesn't need to be that way.
Yeah, like, that was...
just removed it, game.
Yeah, that was... I'm assuming they wanted to implement that as a mechanic, and you went like back and forward through the dungeons a lot more as adult and child.
Yeah, but it just didn't work out because you're trying to develop a giant 3D adventure game for one of the first 3D adventure games, so things didn't work out completely.
There's a mod, and somebody can help me out with this. It's like Master Full Quest or something like that, and it's basically a redo of all the dungeons. And they made it so, and this is a spoiler for people who haven't played it, so close your ears for 5 seconds. But they made it so Shadow Temple is completable as child only.
Oh wow!
And they
incredible.
put to get over the gaps, they just put chickens everywhere.
I'm sorry. Shadow Temple just being full of chickens.
I know.
I love this.
I think the boat isn't there or something like that. I missed that bit, but I think like you have to use the chickens to do the boat bit. Anyway, here's this entrance. This is Deku.
Okay, so that makes sense. That means that either Requiem or Wasteland Cross is available.
Also, remember to leave and get the song as well.
Oh, that's very difficult when it's not. When it's not actual Spirit Temples, you don't get that prompting when you walk in.
Yeah, it's not like the indicator being like, I need to leave. Because it is just quicker just to turn back and leave, because you're going to complete this now, and then you just have to walk back in and leave again.
Yep.
And that's time.
Song of Chicken, the Swan's a Chicken.
The Song of Chicken. I always, like somebody said before,
that.
Just imagine if you just like had like chickens in your inventory and you could just pull one out whenever.
Isn't that Link's Awakening?
Yeah, and don't you get one in oh, there's a strength.
And another strength, so we're getting closer to being able to do adult side spirit. Relevant because I'm pretty sure that's not in... Okay, randomized better game. I'm pretty sure that's relevant because you would need to jump through with... Oh, hold up. That can't be the only accessible strength. Or the only accessible strength, too. There are 3 accessible strengths.
Right.
Because you would need that. Because so if you have not heard about Spirit Key logic, boy howdy, do you want to hear about Spirit Key logic? It is not in logic right now to jump out of the hand, because if you decided that your goal was to just use up all the keys in the worst possible way, you could lock yourself out of Spirit if you used your key way. You would not be able to finish Spirit without getting all of the keys. So that is the reason key logic is there, is to make sure that no matter how you decide to use it, your keys, you can finish the game. So this Deku Tree is not in logic, but we know that we know that this is accessible to different ways. So we have
because
to be
there's
able
no
to
path to Deku.
Yeah. So we have to be able to access.
Yeah, because we've got the 2 strengths. We do have 2 strengths already, but we're looking at potentially if our understanding of spirit logic is correct. That the other strength is available. Just every so often.
Yeah, occasionally it is. And I mean, hey, this espresso is gone now, so maybe it is. I made myself a red eye. It helps a lot.
A what?
A red eye where you take coffee and you pour espresso into it.
Okay. That seems like caffeine.
That is how I survived grad school.
So bottom of the well, one of those dungeons that really gets impacted by CAMC being.
Oh yeah, there's the most efficient route changes completely. Because if you're doing CAMC on, I'm still of the opinion that if you have full items for a while, you want to go to the back, play ZL, and then do peaks from the 2 lower levels of the well. Because then you can see every single check in the well, except for 2. 3.
And now we just have to walk through all the doors and the invisible walls.
At least you know it's worth your time to fight Dead Hand here because you have all 3 keys.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's always it's so rare that you can skip this because of keys, but when you can, it feels so good. Yeah, well was vanilla, well was well. And that is Goma down. So that is the first medallion goes to Scarlet.
Yay! So yeah, less than 45 minutes in, which is not terrible considering we don't have any idea where DC is. Oh, okay, so that is the Lens of Truth, which means that we have accessible Requiem somewhere.
Well, yeah, because of the crossing. Well, the crossing can just be going through the hands.
No, but there has to be 2 ways to cross.
No, just there has to be more than 2 strengths to be available.
No, but there has to be 2 ways to cross to be able to get Child there. Or to get anyone there, you have to have more than 2 ways to cross. And if you were going to, and Din's Fire would be on the path to Twin Rova. Or on the path to,
Back to Deku,
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Requiem has to be out there somewhere.
We pick up the song.
Yes.
Song of Time. Nice. Okay.
So when you hear people say, "Oh, runners don't think about this," runners do think about this, and they're just like, "Is this actually helpful or useful to me right now?" I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, that is the thing. Like, can you work it out? Maybe. Is it useful? Maybe.
Yeah, like, I work all this stuff out while I'm running. Does it help me? Depends on the day. Purple Bomber saying nice rupees, and he just, like, blending those together. I'm like, why is purple rupees?
I literally thought the same thing. I'm glad you verbalized it.
So I think we're gonna see Scarlet follow Aosuna into the well, which I don't think has been that constructive for him.
No, I don't think we found anything other than a Stone of Agony in here.
Well, I mean, if you want that, fine.
And it's been... I want to say that well with CAMC off is 2.5 times slower. Just to be hyperbole.
It definitely gives you a 25% timing. I think 25% is about right. Slingshot upgrade also being in the well does make sense. That does give us more of our Deku tree has no path item.
True.
So I guess Rack has... Do we have our OT hint? Did I miss that?
Opponents.
Okay, cool. Right, of course. So I guess ice then? Potentially crater.
Yeah, we haven't seen the crater song. Haven't seen fire entrance. Still looking for Jabu, which is path.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have irons or a hook, so we can't check the water entrance.
So Jabu at this point could be fire or Jabu. Basically.
Fire or Jabu.
Yeah. So we need to see Bolero for Jabu to in Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm.
But so most likely it's in Jabu. But who knows?
Yeah, hopefully AO picks up the boomerang in SFM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tracking where the hints are, so I'm not 100% sure whether he knows that SFM's path to Baronade.
Yeah, and he's not using a integrated hints tracker like Scarlet is. We get to see their streams on our
Yeah,
page.
and I think if AU knew that SFM was path to Baronade, he would have played Vignette a long time ago and played Storms.
Yeah. Yep. Also, I don't think that Scarlet has been keeping great track of her hints because she does I know she has the SFM.
Yeah.
Or maybe Aosuna was just waiting to turn in the Skull Mask at the same time. Excuse me.
Yeah, lots of information, and it's impossible to track everything.
Yeah, basically you write down what's relevant. The other problem with taking notes is that typically you have your hands occupied.
yeah, we get very good as rando players in figuring out when to write stuff down.
The backwalk between Temple of Time and Kakariko.
Yeah, very good kind of time. Like, one that I do that I don't see many people do is, after doing the Deku hints, I backwalk, if it's Deku, then backwalk to the vines on the ground floor. And that's when I write those hints.
Hey!
Ooh.
Oh! That is
Hookshot!
Hookshot is in the Hyrule Castle Ferry.
That's a big item. That's another entrance in the Forest Temple entrance.
That is also very awkward location. If you do not explicitly route that, it will bite you.
Yeah, that's one of those ones I've just learned as me as a runner, just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it at the earliest convenience. The earliest time you're standing there with bombs, with the explosives and ZL, just get it done.
It's not time saving enough, as AU does get the boomerang on the way to do Skull Mask. It's not time saving enough that it's worth losing the game.
Yeah, Scarlet Tassel one hinted into the ferry. I think Scarlet had a motivation for leaving right there. Like, I think it was a time of day based motivation before getting Suns.
Yeah, she didn't have ZL at the time. I think it was in the first market go through before ZL was an adult.
Anyway, excuse me. So that hook shot is pretty relevant here. I mean, in that hook shots are always relevant, but...
And actually, if we pick up a gold scale or iron boots, we can check the water entrance as well.
I think logically, if it was gold scale, you'd need the long shot, but... It is possible to open the Water Temple with just hook shot, but it is a trick, not in logic.
Yeah,
and to be clear, for people who are wondering, Gold Scale is in logic to enter Water Temple. It is not in logic to do anything in Water Temple, but it is in logic to enter, so you can get to the water entrance with a gold.
Yeah, and that's really important for Dungeon ER in particular, because if it's, fire temple in there, and like you could just potentially go and complete it with long shot and gold scale, and that's logical.
Yeah, the really fun part is there's actually only one part of gold scale water that needs the actual gold scale.
Yeah.
So you can actually get to that track in alternative direction that where you don't need the gold scale.
Yeah, it's literally just like, because you long shot down to the torch. Oh, can I just light link?
Oh, you're going for the skull.
Yeah, Scarlet. Thinking about skulls.
As long as you're standing here. So, yeah, so the only part you need of gold scale water you actually need gold scale for is if you want to do the dragon chest from below with a bomb shoe. The rest of it is all just momentum jumps.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a real term. I just kind of made it up to describe what it felt like to me.
I was taking what you were saying.
yeah, like just warning Chads. Like I don't know if that's a real term that you're gonna find when you try and look it up. I just named it that based on how it felt to me.
You just jump in and save quitting everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. I may have some strong feelings about gold scale water. Though I haven't had a chance to do it. I keep on having Iron Boots required.
Imagine if it was banned. How would you feel about
that? I would feel very sad.
How much money the birds would get?
Yeah, the birds would get a lot of money. I would single-handedly fund a new wetland reserve.
August with the deep knowledge of skull masks scaring the keys.
True, and that's actually pretty relevant for Aosuna here, because Aosuna has not yet done Deku Tree, and that's really the worst part about losing your shield, particularly in... You'd not want to lose your shield here, because you're not going to be able to easily go back, buy a new shield, and come and get a return.
I like Scarlet's thought process of picking up 10 skulls. I thought maybe they were going to go back and actually hand that in there and then.
I think they want an entrance here.
Yeah, check this entrance. They haven't checked this yet. You do need to put the bomb in to enter.
As a child, that is still there. Do you want to enter without permission? That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
You could do checks. No, you could do checks in here. Scarlet, show off. The ice switch.
They're very slow.
The ice switch. No. Okay.
She has a bow. It is very cool, though.
Yeah, there's a pin in the RSL chat which is like, wear the hero bow on that ice switch chest.
Yes.
Yeah, why have Dungeon ER if you're not going to do swaggy Dungeon ER stuff for the fans? I know it's maybe not like competitively the best thing to do, but we're here for entertainment. There's the pre-bow. Let's fish.
Okay, so I just had to tell Nath something very funny that he did.
Okay. Good old Fox. We'll be watching him tomorrow here on ZSR.
Yeah.
In his match versus Yo-Yo Canary, which I'll be commentating.
Oh, nice. Commentary for Chuckle.
Yeah, you're stuck with me, chat. Stuck with me all week. That's the French vanilla scale.
Nice to have.
I never got the gold scale in vanilla.
Honestly, I don't remember. Like, it was one of the first games I played that was like my experience without anyone else doing it with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have clear memories, but I know that I must have finished it because I like pretty much every non-binary person who played this game is in love with Sheik. And
what? Not surprised.
Unsurprised, right? Yeah. And also, What else? I remember the creepy sun switches in Spirit Temple.
Right.
I remember thinking they were creepy. And I remember that when I first was playing, I couldn't find Zora's River. So I spent forever just wandering around Hyrule Field being like, well, there's a lake here, isn't this the
river?
I couldn't find Zora's River. It took me forever just to find out Zora's River was there. I was wandering everywhere except Zora's River trying to find the child water dungeon. And I thought, okay, I'm done now, right?
So I had a physical guide that I use. Scarlet picks up the second strength we know in the seed. Aosuna will pick up strength 2 in Deku in a Mo. But I had a physical guide when I played it. But I must have played the vanilla OOT about 10 times in my life. But never got the gold scale. Because fuck adult fishing in vanilla.
It's like both the runners are trying to think about skulls. I'm just gonna say I'm shocked about that, but I just feel like, if you're thinking about rushing, I don't think either per se. I'm opportunistically getting up to 10 around the hour mark as well.
There's a lot to think about in these dungeon ER sessions. Like sometimes goals are just in the back burner a little bit. Okay, there's the SFM to Baronade hint. It's in a remote grotto.
Now, as soon as at 10 skulls right now, but we'll need to turn them in.
Absolutely.
And there's your second bow. I guess the big question mark is going to be if Scarlet elects to go to the Outside Tower Castle Fairy. I think we're going to see a river dip here, speaking of not being able to find Zora's River.
Yeah, it looks like, just from the backwalk angle, it looks like that's the direction we're going to.
And that's 6 checks with this child.
Yeah, because we've got Storms to do 3 checks instead of the normal 1 that you would just get with Storms because of the scrubs that are there. All right, baseball chat. Let me have the honors of doing the happy 1 hour mark. I want to thank everybody who organises the podcast. Thank you to everybody who's on that and does the podcast and supports the podcast by watching it. Absolutely fantastic. Go and watch it. I want to thank all of the organisers of. Oh, there's not a league command yet. Come on, Trez.
Well,
thank you
yes,
to everybody.
If you are interested in a fun competitive environment, a low-key competitive environment to learn and practice OT, OT League is accepting signups right now.
Baseball, go and get the link.
And I
Please,
don't know, maybe this guy is one of the organizers. Maybe I am too, actually.
And maybe baseball is.
And also baseball, yeah. So thank you to our trackers, Palm 5, and who is not one of the league organizers, and baseball. Both of them keeping us a little marginally on track. Thank you, Chuckles, for inviting me to come along. Baseball review streamer, yes?
Yeah, baseball, let's go.
And Makar is on fire, excellent. So
I've never seen that reward. Set Makar on fire. That's fantastic.
Shoutouts to our friends over in the Wind Waker.
Brilliant. And of course, I'm not part of the Triforce Blitz team, but if you are a fan of Triforce Blitz, the season's 3 settings just got revealed for that. So there's OoTR coming out of our ears. There is so much to do. We're almost, coming to the concluding parts of this season, this main tournament. But we have so much OoTR to give you. And Battle Royale coming soon as well. And, if you want to hear my thoughts and Emo Soda's and Jimbo's thoughts on all these tournaments, you can, of course, listen to the podcast episode coming out shortly.
Wait, we have to listen to Jimbo's thoughts on it?
Yeah, sorry. We invited Jimbo back.
You want people to listen to this podcast?
We opened the door. We left the door open, and suddenly Jimbo was there, and we were like, "Oh fuck, we can't." It's like, you know, when you've got a friend over, and it's like, "I want you to leave," and like Jimbo was just there, and it's like, "All right, well, you can stay for this episode, Jimbo," but you know. No, I love Jimbo. Jimbo's fantastic.
Jimbo's great.
We had such a good time recording yesterday.
Jimbo is great. He also may have said that, told me not to fight him because I'd win.
He always reminds me when you said that he was delicate or he was fragile.
He just, yeah. I mean...
He always brings that up. Careful placing down with the chicken here.
Yeah, Scarlet is doing some masterful chicken handling, but oh well. It's alright, you have Song of Time, you have Zelda's Lullaby, you're not gonna get you're not gonna get messed with by that.
I was gonna say, Song of Time, it's not Master Quest. There's no Song of Time blocking this.
Alright, Master Quest. Play Song of Time, use the fire arrows, or pick up a crate. That's the 3 solutions. That was my review of Master Quest when I finally played it. Too many boxes. Oh no.
Yeah, and I was saying to people today that I've been messing up the Goma fight recently. You know, like sometimes you just have tricks and you can do them and you can do things for months and months and months and months.
Then you just fall off them, yeah.
Yeah, suddenly it's like something new takes brain space, like doing DMC jump slashes to get through hammer rocks. And then that has to push out something else, and now I can't do Goma, apparently, so...
Oh yeah, there's something, I'm trying to think of it, there's something that I was having an issue with like that where it was like, this used to be so consistent for me and I'm just not hitting it, so I'm just gonna try and work around it. And really, that's often kind of a good thing. Like, you can't work around not doing Goma, but there's a lot of other things that you can do where you can, like, work around a trick or just, like, delay a little bit and just not have to deal with that trick. Oh, yeah, it's HBA. HBA is what I'm having trouble with for no reason.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, because I was working on making my HBA faster, and now I can't even do... And now the slow way is, like, I'm so inconsistent at doing the slow way that it's not worth trying.
What's always been a trick for you that's, like... People always say, oh, it's so easy, it's so free, that you have always struggled with?
Ooh, good question. That's a great question.
Well, there's no point peeking that first. Yeah, so mine was actually on display on the Silver Gauntlets recently. It's, you know, when you do the recoil from the Gerudo Valley box to the waterfall.
Oh, okay, I've never actually really worked on that one, so I can't speak to it.
Like... I absolutely suck, and Capture the Duck used to do it like first time every single try, and it was just like...
Yeah, well, some people just have like a natural touch for certain tricks. Honestly, like, getting... So, I am working on it, but for the longest time I found it more consistent to do King Kong with Choose, to do backflip instead of ground jump.
That's hard, though. I wouldn't say that's like... an easy trick.
Well, that one isn't really an easy trick either.
Okay, I'll think of something else other than Goma.
Yeah, other than Goma.
Because I suck at Goma.
Oh, actually, yeah, I fell off my B1 skip. That's the other thing I fell off of. I had to start
B1
buffering
skip?
it. I had to start buffering it because I just, like, couldn't get the... I think that means I need to clean out my controller.
There was actually a trick that you helped me resolve a long time ago.
The Shadow Spike thing. Yeah.
The Shadow Spike Room. Yeah, I couldn't do that because I was standing in the wrong place and I didn't realise that.
Yeah, there's a lot of little stuff like that where... Oh, you know what it was for me? It was just freaking getting broken stick.
Broken stick?
No, because it looks really easy, but if you don't know that you need to... that when you hold forward during a jump slash, it makes your jump slash shorter. You can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. That was always, and like Steel Stick was always one of those ones that I just like tried myself and just got. Also, just Aosuna doing reverses child coming here is pretty.
That's pretty cool.
It's an interesting strat.
Well, if you do it on visuals, it's the same. Yeah, that's the biggest thing with movement, that once I figured out that the jump slash has different lengths when you hold forward or keep your stick neutral, and paradoxically, the one where you keep your stick neutral, you go further. That was what. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, I got it. We're good.
That's so like small kind of tech things. I think somebody, was it baseball, that said like ground jumps?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people struggle with ground jumps because it's like understanding nuanced like tech and like
child ground
inputs
jumps
and
I
things like
with.
that. Like there's so many ways of doing it, but
yeah, you've tried to teach me, but I still struggle with child ground jump. What else? Yeah, like there's you're always learning new things, and some it's just like work around it, don't have to do it. But
I think watching this tournament has, as we are seeing treasure chest game, watching this tournament has made me realize there's so many like small things in certain situations that I have not realized that I didn't know were even existed as tricks and things like that until watching this tournament. So that's a great thing about like doing stuff like this, is that you learn so many new things.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to watch a particular runner for that, watch Drewness.
I love Drew. He's so good.
Aside from being a lovely person, Drew has this like consistent way of pulling off these tiny little flourishes. They're not even really like full tricks, but they're flourishes that look incredible and are just a teeny bit fast.
Yeah, problems being friends with Drew is that he thinks everything is free as well. So, you know,
well, I'll just tell you to humanize him that he gets super nervous when he's in go mode.
Aww.
And he actually will start shaking the table.
Yeah, of course you had SGL like kind
I was playing right across from him, and like how I knew I was behind. The table starts shaking. I'm like, well, guess I'm just gonna try and play to my best of my abilities. I think I've lost this one.
So we're seeing a bit of like child cleanup from both sides here. Scarlet doing kind of River Domain, Aosuna, and now like Scarlet's in Child Goron City. Aosuna is just doing like treasure chest games, just completed Deku. So we are seeing new stuff, but it's not stuff that's like progression or way of the hero. It's not giving us new things at the moment. I think finding Jabu is really important. I think we should have been pushing finding Jabu, which is Path to Twin Rover, and also GTG's Path to Morpher.
Yeah, I think GT Path to Morpher is more relevant because I don't see any entrances that can be Jabu that we have access to right now.
Well, it could be Fire Temple. We could find Bolero.
Bolero could be there. Yeah, you're right. Like
that's what I'm thinking.
The only thing we possibly have access with is Vanilla Bolero and Fire Temple. Would be the only one we have access to right now. So interesting to see where Aosuna goes. Probably to DMC would be my first guess. Turning in some of those skulls that he's been collecting along the way.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing any skulls. I mean, we've had 10 skulls for a while.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to figure out the best time to hand in 10 skulls. Like, ideally, you want to grab your 10th skull as you walk into Kakariko or right before you go to Kakariko for the next time.
JARP says, oh my god, hammer. 10 has the hammer! Whoa! Okay.
Okay.
JARP saying going Forest. Forest is a stone. I can't see Aosuna going there anytime soon.
In Forest entrance.
Oh yeah, Forest entrance we haven't seen. And he has the hookshot, and the hookshot was from
the outside against Castle Ferry. Or outside of
Hyrule Castle Ferry. I was just testing you.
Yeah. Listen, I know what I'm doing. My words are just not coming out where I want them to. I have to translate the picture in my brain into human words. Yeah, the 30 bottle doesn't mean anything. We have bottles of plenty here.
Yeah. But we have a support fish. Is there a support fish?
Do you feel supported?
With you here, Jax.
I'm always supported. This is support. All right. Yeah, we will be checking the We'll be checking that forest entrance. I do like, this is just apropos of nothing, but I like Aosuna's kind of desaturated color palette on those C buttons.
No, I think it's vile.
Oh.
It looks like murky paint water.
Are you a painter?
No, I know you are, though.
Yeah, I'm the one who has the murky paint water around here. So Fire Temple is, particularly with that hammer freshly acquired, is kind of nice.
That was
good.
very
Scarlet is
convenient.
Yeah, Scarlet is getting that
good
hook shot. Good. That will keep them pretty much in parity.
I think what I've noted from, and you said to me right at the start of the seed, being like, what do I know about these two runners? And I said very little. I think from what I've noted, it might just be the setting dependency of it, but they're both in very, on the safer side. They've both been clearing everything up. Like Scarlet's been doing Chargorn City. She's now doing this Hyrule Castle Fairy. I feel like Aosuna had a very long child section. That's kind of more on the safer side of things. So they have very similar play styles, which is makes it exciting to see.
Absolutely.
How can they apply that play style to be an advantage?
I do think that in general, particularly in a 1v1, being tidier with your checks is beneficial, because if you take shots in the dark and try and just spike an item, your potential gain is very high, but your expectation value for gain is very low. So on average, seed by seed, seed over seed, you're more likely to screw yourself by going for a big flashy play than by playing kind of boring standard.
I think this season is also rewarding safer runners just because of the type of settings we're playing. Like RSL tradition, I know this isn't RSL, but traditionally, you clear quite a lot of RSL seeds, and so it rewards runners who are more full cleary. And I think because of things like key rings and dungeon ER, I feel like playing on the safer side is more rewarding than playing on the more aggressive side.
Yeah, I think that you're right there. I also think that one thing I've noticed is that runners who tend to end up with a significant amount of success don't rely on the variance to win for them.
Yeah.
Like, you'll take the variance if you get it, but you don't rely on it.
But I think another factor of that is not just the settings, but the fact that it's best of 3. Like, you can look yourself out of, a seed or two maybe, but to win 2 of 3 seeds, you can't just rely on that luck every single round. You have to be able to, successfully win 2 games off 3.
Exactly. So I do like this as far as the format change. Sometimes it's a little hard to pull together 3 matches, but for competitive balance, it feels good.
So people paying attention, did Scarlet check the forest entrance just then?
Yes, but Scarlet does not have the hammer from...
But Scarlet does not have the hammer. Yeah. Okay,
Scarlet
so at least
10
she knows.
skulls.
That's what I was kind of thinking of.
Scarlet has the 10 skulls, but does not have the...
Scarlet had those 10 skulls in lower DMT.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand not wanting to walk back for it at the time, but if you're going to go out of your way to grab that 10 skull, you turn it in.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this goes to kind of mentality that you've kind of mentioned before, that if you have picked up 10 or 20 skulls, you should be thinking about handing it in quickly, because what's the point of collecting the skulls if you're not going to hand it in at the next opportunity?
Yeah, because it's just sunk time, no matter what you do with collecting skulls. So if you don't get any benefit from it, either in getting an item or knowing that you don't have to go get the item, you've just wasted time.
Yeah, this kind of is a thing with like the child cack skulls are actually quite slow to pick up, because you have to go kind of like, there's the tower one, you have to climb the ladder, you have to go, if you're actually wanting to leave cack via the Hyrule Field entrance, then climbing up to the top to near DMT is actually really slow. So if that's going to be your 13th, 14th skull, I don't think there's any point in picking it up.
Oh yeah.
If it's going to be your 10th skull,
yes, exactly,
go and get it, because you're there.
Yeah, like, that skull's worth it when you're collecting a high skull count, or if it will be your 10th. Exactly. Hey, we got, there's Requiem, as we predicted, it is accessible.
But not Bolero,
No, not Bolero.
which
So,
we were thinking about Jabu a minute ago. So this could be
Yeah.
ice.
could be ice. Could be water.
Could be water.
be
GTG.
GTG. Ice,
Which is
water, or
path.
GTG. Which is path. It is GT. It is our path GTG, and Scarlet is here with a pretty good loadout for doing GTG.
Strength 2, hook, bow, no irons, but pretty much can do everything except for toilet.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna go collect. I think if you're doing CAMC off with all of your items, you pretty much want to do the left side first, right? Oh hey, it's CSR. Welcome in.
I don't know what ZSR were doing, because they did have an Ocarina of Time match before, I thought.
Yeah, earlier. I'm unsure, but we're happy to see them.
Yeah, welcome in. Z2R, the second of
Oh,
the Zelda
Zelda
game.
too, Rando. Very nice.
Let's go. Yeah, welcome to S7 in the Ocarina of Time Randomizer. This is round 2 of our bracket, so top 16. This is game 1 of 3 between Aosuna of France and Scarlet of Brazil. We're in a pretty fun situation where both runners are, nobody's running away from it. We've got two people in 2 different places, but Scarlet's in GTG, which is path, and Aosuna is in fire, which is progression. The only thing kind of splitting the 2 runners at the moment is there's a hammer on 10 schools. Scarlet's got 10 schools. Should see that shortly.
Yeah, also, I think I like having where Scarlet's decision to just see Fire Temple and walk out. Even with the hammer, it's sparing a light fire.
Yeah.
Like, that is the safest thing to put off.
Yeah, fire's a scary dungeon, generally. And GTG, I know we have to do the entirety of the maze because we can't peek the chest because CAMC is off. But, we're hopefully going to find, I don't know, the other hook in here, do you think?
Another hook shot would be very nice. Where can water be?
Water
can
can be
or
in...
or in ice. Water GTG
Can't be in
ice.
Jabu, water, GTG, ice, yeah. Yeah, we've got Dungeon ER, we've got Scrubs, we've got CAMC off, which is chest size, chest appearances matches contents. That means the chests are their vanilla looks. And 1 chicken, and chicken was nothing, so...
Hey, it's $5. I would take $5 to pick up.
That's true. That's true. I do
That's
have
a good deal.
$10 in my house. Since from when I was last in America with you.
You have $10. Do you have it? Do you keep it in your pottery?
It's just it's just chilling on my bedside table. I don't know where to put it. Just random $10.
Well,
like,
don't put it in your
use.
pottery because small children will break into your house and smash it.
I thought you meant like Goron pot. I was like, that's not my Goron pot.
You'll be like Malin's college fund. You just go upstairs and.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. Yeah. We could be counting keys. We're on 4. We are picking up all the keys, so...
Yeah, the nice thing about no CAMC is that we're not going to be counting keys because you're going to get everything.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to peek them. Again, this is what I said, I was kind of thinking, CAMC off, I've got to pay attention to everything. Actually, I've got to pay attention to less, so I'm kind of happy. Aosuna, I'm assuming, picked up the boss key? I've been watching Scarlet and GTG. And we're going to finish on hearts. We should have had an over-under bet on whether we're going to pick up 13 hearts or more or something.
Ooh. Oh, hey, light arrows. You need those.
Yeah, well, they're not part of Morpha, but they're needed.
However, it gives us absolutely 0 information.
What's that?
Gives you absolutely 0 information because they are Hammer locked. Oh no, you need hammer. Finish.
Here's a key.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rapper clearly supporting AO. I wonder why. It's got nothing to do about both of these people being French.
Have to try and balance out the Brazilians. This is Brazilians positive. That community is very tight knit.
How can we be more Brazilian to counteract the French support?
Well, you would do a better job at it than me because I think you have to care about football.
True. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's it. That's how we do it. We talk about Ronaldo.
There you go.
Not Cristiano Ronaldo. But we can talk about original Ronaldo.
Yes, there we go.
The chat is talking about waxing.
There's a long shot. It was just in the front on the chest that we didn't check until the very end.
That's interesting routing from Scarlet, and I actually quite enjoy it.
No, it's fine if you're planning on clearing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Why did you? No, that was just a mistake. Okay, that was not intended.
Yeah, putting the bomb there. It's Carnival. Yeah, so that's our path to Mortha. Pretty
Cut and dry there.
cut and dry, yeah. Yeah, but needed.
If it was in the toilet, it wouldn't be dry.
No. No. That's one of the 17 slingshots in the game.
Good, we only have to find 27 more.
As good as the
Okay.
GCG entrance, yeah. That sounds correct.
So, we do have a key in the toilet. Plus.
Key in the toilet. We've only got one left.
Yeah, and Scarlet either doesn't remember or doesn't have it written down. That's a minimal time loss there. Whew.
Okay, nice. So GCG done. Fire done from AO.
I think we're gonna see Aosuna pick up that hammer. But Aosuna, pardon me, Scarlet pick up that hammer.
Yeah, Scarlet pick up the hammer.
I think Aosuna does
Very
not need a
nice.
second hammer.
See,
Yeah, hammer was so
Aosuna
good.
pick up
Hammer
the
was so
hammer
good.
again.
Yeah, if hammer was so good, what about hammer 2?
Yeah. That was like, what was it? The meme in my chat recently. I was like, Ice is so good, let's go back again. Let's do Ice 2.
Ice 2. I guess it is kind of like what we're doing in Dungeon ER. If you find ice outside, you have to go to the ice entrance.
Dual wield hammers. Well, if we can dual wield claw shots in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I don't see why we can't do hammer.
Hammer 2. Because like the whole thing with the hammer is like you can't have the shield out when you've got the hammer, but you can crouch stab with the hammer with one hand.
Yeah. You're just like bracing your elbow on the at your knee. Why?
2 is dead. I'm pretty sure we knew that. I haven't seen a Frogs 2 scene in a while.
Yeah. Don't say that too loud. I'm playing later tonight.
Read the sign. Just know the rules, just in case.
Just in case. You gotta know. Yeah, we'll see how I do. Did we have a hint for the third maze chest?
We did, yeah.
Okay,
Dead.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, there's your hammer. Oh my gosh, Scarlet! You mad one.
Just checking the 40 and 50 hints.
No, holding off on doing 40 and 50 for an hour and a half while you have 10?
26. Yeah.
Like, that would be okay with me if, she had turned that in when she got 10 the first.
Yeah, just imagine if it's like...
Imagine the Valley Foolish, there we go.
Valley Foolish. Don't buy the giant slice. Don't have enough money anyway.
Yeah.
I've definitely done that before.
You know what the best thing is? When you're playing when you are playing, sorry, 1 second. Roll back. When you're playing with expensive merchants on and you get the giant's knife randomly, and you don't realize it until you break it.
Oh, so funny. Like,
it's real funny, actually.
It happens in RSL so much that for some reason when you start with the big Goron sword or giant's knife in RSL, you equip it straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And like you'll just like swipe it and it just smashes into pieces and you're like, oh, fucking hell. Didn't even get a chance to think. Oh, FW.
Nice. In the Goron City Scrubs.
Yeah, Goron City Scrubs. Didn't see any funky hookshot tech to get in here.
Ferora's Wind with Ferora's Wind is almost a necessity in Dungeon ER. I'm not saying it's actually required, but it's so good.
Yeah, I think if you were doing your casual kind of Dungeon ER races,
you definitely want that to be on, yeah.
Start with FW. Like, it makes checking the ice entrance just so much nicer to do.
It's particularly nice to have here in Spirit, because if you're looking at as if you're going to go jump out of the hands to do something, like check the entrance, you want to be able to get back. And it's also not that easy. So you can actually do some cool stuff by setting a high up for us.
What do you think about... actually, we're going to see these scrubs, which we couldn't check when Scarlet was here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the hover boots! It's the hover boots!
We got the hover boots. So, it was kind of very interesting to have because, yeah, they don't do that much. Unless we want to go into Shadow, which we've had access to since literally, like, the 5th check of the game.
Yeah, and it's stones. It's not like it's like a game changer, but it's going to be nice to have.
A lot of stuff in it. Shadow is pretty dense.
If Ao was a Chad, he would do the hover boots entry into this this entrance.
Yes, there was a newly discovered trick. However, there is 0 point doing it when you have the hammer because it's definitely slower.
Oh, me and August had the same.
Yeah.
Same thought.
Yeah, me being like, yeah, I should learn that.
Don't fall into the trap of people saying that it's free. It's not. It's the iron boots. Now that is important for the water entrance.
That is important for the water entrance.
Yeah, having that hammer coming here to DMC, bold move. It could be important.
Yeah, having both those boots side by side hammer locked. It's good that both of our runners were thinking about the 10 skulls, but the decision to do that earlier is really benefiting Aosuna.
You know what DMC stands for?
No.
Death Mountain Cobblers.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Because all the shoes are here.
Yeah. I'm following you. I got it.
I'll get out. I'll leave. See you later.
No, you don't have to leave. Oh, okay. Chuckles left. Chuckles left, sent himself to pun jail, so I guess you're just here with me now. Alright. Okay, welcome back.
And I'm back.
Alright, so Aosuna will get the long shot here extremely shortly. We'll get that before he heads to he'll be in Water Temple. All good thing. Pardon me.
What do you think of Scarlet's choice to be in Spirit Temple before going to Fire Temple?
I don't hate it. Again, you need to find your boss key, because this is required. Also, it is another very dense location. Because you know fire is foolish. So, I think that...
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Sorry, fire is foolish. Okay, that just completely ignores that.
Yeah, I think Scarlet's making the right decision to push off foolish.
Yeah, there's no point in doing foolish fire until right at the end. It's the light medallion, actually.
Yeah, it's a light medallion, foolish fire. You want to hold off on that if you can.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The other foolish was Valley, wasn't it?
Yep. But yeah,
I
so
don't
if you
think
only,
we've seen Valley.
but yeah, if you only wanted to do if you walked in with all the kit you needed to do it, like Aosuna, you just get it done right then. All right, water is water. Water is wet.
Boring. Yeah, fully completable. We've got ZL, we've got bow, we've got long shot, got the iron boots, got Song of Time. We're pretty good. Interesting to see the route that AO takes in this, with CAMC being off.
Well, I think we have officially narrowed it down to Jabu's Jabu. So what does it mean we're looking for?
Jabu is Jabu.
Yeah, we officially narrowed down to Jabu's Jabu with having checked everything so it really reason could have been. So
the mirror shield is in Jabu, right?
Yeah, I guess it has to be.
Mirror shield's in Jabu. What else are we missing?
We need Mirror Shield and Ruto's Letter.
Ruto's letter. Yeah. Okay. And the light arrows which Scarlet got from GTG.
Yes. Aosuna left GTG without picking those up.
Oh yeah, as soon as it got the long shot, that was it. You were gone.
Yeah, just out. I mean, when you get the long shot and you have the iron boots, it's like, well, like that's everything I need. Water, I don't stick around. I'm like, well, except for the fact that you're missing a couple items and GTG is super dense. Place up W, good.
Okay, I was going to say, because there's no way of getting back to fire at the moment.
Yeah, getting back to fire is not the... Exactly. So... Oh, looks like Scarlet walked off into the waste. Oh dear. Try that again. Just wind that one back. So we're saying Ice and DC. Those have to be between GTG and Ice Cavern.
Yeah, they could be either or. Yeah, and with letter being so deep, it's like
yeah, ice
no
is
need to check the ice entrance.
Yeah. I would not be looking at the ice entrance anytime soon. Yeah, actually, ice entrance is probably irrelevant. So we know we're looking for Ruto's Letter, which would block ice, and the Meteor Shield, which I think is in Jabu.
Pretty unfortunate for Scarlet that she didn't have the hammer. So the question that I will pose to you is that being randoed, that you just didn't have the hammer when you're in DMC, or was that an avoidable situation by checking 10 schools?
Yeah, given how early Scarlet had 10, I think it was avoidable. Particularly, like, you make choices about when you check everything, and you could have played Nocturne and gone to check your 10 skulls before going and starting to check your entrances. Honestly, the fact that she had 10, a good half of a child and most of an adult before she ended up getting Herbalgia. She ended up getting that. If you collect 10 like that, you really want to. Aosuna is doing a bit of a flashy trick here.
We haven't really seen this since S4 when CAMC was off.
Yeah, this is a trick that involves a large amount of pause buffering, so not typically used. Well, emulated players almost never even go for it. So it's
well, with CAMC on, it's
very rarely worth it, you know?
Yeah, you never do it anymore. Yeah, when it was S4 and like we didn't have CSMC on, you used to see it a lot more. Like you would see it every few seeds that people were doing it. But like only the runners like Marco and things like that, the high
yeah, like high level runners who were also playing on. Yeah, it's one of those like I remember talking at some point about an extinct trick that was made kind of extinct by CAMC.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was that one, but there's another trick that CAMC has kind of made. I forget what it was.
This is a good conversation. Extinct tricks. I can think of one. And it's actually relevant to where Scarlet is at the moment. But before Kairox put the speed up for the gate, people used to ground jump.
Oh, the ground jump, yeah.
Over the fence, and now nobody does that anymore because it's quicker just to go through the gate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely an extinct trick now.
Yeah, anybody else in chat got any extinct tricks? This is fun. I like this game.
Yeah.
That was a what the hell's trick? Ice in GTG.
So what's our song here? Bolero?
Could be Bolero.
Maybe just a couple items here.
I'm pretty sure we don't have the Burning Catkin.
We do. We saw it as Prelude.
It's Prelude. This is Bolero. So, oh no, but that's good for Scarlet though.
Makes her easier for her to get back to Bolero. Yeah. Because she has a ton of stuff that's hard hammer locked in.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to be a couple pairs of Indecatry right on the stick on top of the box. Yeah, that is a rare backup you see occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, extinct tricks.
Yeah, I'm just like, I remember it being something else, I just don't remember. Scarlet, I don't believe, did Colossus Scrubs.
Ooh, yeah, good shout.
There are two scrubs under that silver gauntlet boulder.
Not that I can recall. But am I paying full attention?
We're working on it. We're working on it, okay?
We're working on it. This isn't extinct because of CAMC, but 2 bottle ice compared to 1 bottle ice.
Oh yeah. Everyone's like, oh, it's so bad you only have 1 bottle. I'm like,
yeah, 1 bottle ice used to be really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like baseball, I was literally thinking about the new MMR tournament that's been announced where you start with 2 bottles but eggs are back on. Like, I like MMR. I'm not doing eggs. I'm sorry. I'm not playing any tournament that has eggs on.
Alright, so we have... And Scarlet's still collecting skulls, so definitely thinking about the 20. Not sure where the easiest 4 are going to be for you. Well, if you really want them, the easiest 3. More magic.
Little magic.
I'm sure someone is thinking about doing a cross rando tourney. That person's not me.
I guess, alright, I'm still on extinct tricks. I guess one trick that people don't do really anyway, but maybe because people don't do it because of CAMC, is the long shot to the Gerudo Fortress chest from the jail.
That's very rare, yeah.
Because you would only do it if it's a big chest, but in vanilla it's a big chest, so
Exactly.
You would do it all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely become more of a rare trick, exactly.
Yeah, I would see MMR. I don't know if they've hosted a tournament yet. I know there are blitz settings, and it's like it's like 4 meds, 3 remains, something like that. It's like the problem with OOT MMR is that it's still 700 fucking checks or whatever.
Yeah, it's 2 very large randomizers that you squish together.
Yeah, they do like 3 pre-completed dungeons and like things like that to try and nerf the checks, but there's just MMR. It's
there's just a lot to do, and MMR also has the time cycles to
like the overworld checks in MMR. Like MMR has talking about MMR, we've got MMR runners
hanging out with us, yeah,
hanging out, chilling with us today. Yeah, it's MMR has like what 75 fewer checks than OOT. And still kind of feels very samey in time length.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, MMR champs, of course. Spec our current champ in MMR. Look who it is. There's the boss key, but it's Drew. Wasn't here when we were talking about him earlier, but
yeah, we were talking about Drew's back. Yeah,
talking about Drew. Oh, I don't mind talking behind Drew's back. We were saying nice things, Drew. Don't worry.
Scarlet, you have checks.
No, Scarlet!
Oh wait, no, Scarlet's running back. Good, you're good.
Alright. Thank you.
Yeah, there's some very important checks here, by the way. This is going to be hover boots in here, and then in the ferry, it is going to be iron boots.
Are we ready? Chat. All together now. And... Oh no, we're going right first? No!
Okay. Okay, Scarlet, whatever you want to do.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. It's the hover boots! Focus on the match. Who do you think I am, Drew?
Apparently Scarlet's going right first.
Range.
Yeah. Yeah, we know everything.
We're pretty good. We're pretty good at this game. It's
and then there's these. There's these things.
Yeah, Drew missed my amazing death mounting cobblers joke. Wow.
Yeah, I hear Chuckles is a former top 64.
Yeah, well, we're both Challenge Cup top 16 runners.
We are. We'll see how long that one lasts. Both of us. You hit up against the most chaotic possible matchup. My brain is currently trying to just short circuit itself, so we'll see how that goes. It'll be fun.
We are, yeah. We're in variance hell at the moment.
So yeah, we have a. So this is something that's maybe a bit more of an Americana thing, Chuckles. But are you familiar with the song "Alice's Restaurant"?
Ooh, no.
Okay, so it's this long Shaggy Dog story that ends up being about draft dodging. And
right.
So I just went, John. I was just talking with my husband, John, and I was like, well, I'm not here to talk to you all about all that. I'm here to talk to you about the S7 draft. And now he won't stop improvising long Ocarina of Time related Alice's Restaurant parodies.
Ooh, I might have to listen to that song.
Yeah. Can't in fact anything about Alice's Restaurant except Bruno's Letter.
Like, I think of like long songs, and I've got like American Pie, like as a.
Yeah, it's a very long Shaggy Dog story about Alice's. It's not about the restaurant.
All right, we'll get Trez to buy the rights for it, and then we'll play it on stream.
There we go. One of my dogs did.
Okay, so we need Ruto's letter.
We need
That
letter
is a sticking point.
Yeah, letter is really it, right?
Yeah. Assuming that mirror is in ice.
Yeah, the only So right now, Aosuna has the raw
whatever.
in Jabu, but yeah, like Scarlet is behind in raw like number of meds, but has found the boss key in Spirit.
True. And I think ice is finding entrances and going to ice is a fair play for AO. So, and by the time he's done that and kind of completed that, they might be quite even.
Yeah, I think you're right. AO will have to go into GTG at some point because AO needs those lighter.
That's very true. Yeah, he does have the FW set there, so probably goes there next.
Okay, we have I bet where letter is. I think it's the last thing we need, right? Like, I really don't think that Mirror Shield could be anywhere that relevant, even if it was like, you know, another strength upgrade in.
Yeah, let's go for letter.
Okay, I'm going to.
I've got one. I've got my one. I'm betting big pose. And
I think it's in the combination Pizza Hut and Shadow Temple. Because the lower, in fact, particularly the lower check, because that can be non-strength locked. Mirror Shield is most likely in Jabu because we have a path to Twinrova in Jabu. However, it could be, unless you've seen anything about OGC, it could be Strength 3 to directly go get Mirror outside.
Yeah, I think if it's going to be anything, it's just going to be indirectly related. Something we've missed out is that Scarlet needs to beat fire. Yes,
Scarlet does need to beat fire. That's what I meant by the raw disadvantage in number of medallions. Because Scarlet has been avoiding fire, even though she has everything she needs to beat it because it is foolish.
So this is
you have
Scarlet,
hover boots.
got the hover boots.
I mean, if you're used to it, this Tektite, please. Tektite, she's busy.
Get away. He's like, Tektite's like, I want to play. Play.
Where's... Oh, you don't have... I thought Kill the Sheikah just had a she's busy emo.
No.
I guess not.
Because
in fact, Scarlet isn't...
Nice use of Din's fire here.
Yeah, just kill it. Just kill it.
It's like wanted to use the long shot on C right, and like the Din's fire was there. I don't know if you saw it in my match versus Hollow. I accidentally put a fish in the water because I wanted to use a bomb, but the fish for me to go into Jabu was on C down.
You said it free. It was very nice of you.
Free, yeah.
Yeah, you get very used to having your equips in very certain spots.
Oh, was that T? Was that T on Silver Gauntlets turned around and put the fish back into the water? I think I commentated that. We need to find that on the YouTube. That was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know who would run out Sticks and Child's Spirit, Diesler. Seems like a silly thing.
Let's not. And Drew's in the chat as well, like.
Like, no one would do that, it's fine.
Yeah.
So we're going back over our tracks here. Scarlet. Dragon Chest, which for a lot of people is going to be your last track. Particularly when you have full clearable water.
And like you don't care for it because clearing all the water when you're looking for items, that's alright. I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I don't know, like, I'm still thinking, like, I'm still cogitating about where this letter could reasonably be. And again, I like Shadow. We've had access to it since Go.
So I've realised my bet is wrong because we can't get AD because letter is needed for us to get into DC because it's so nice. So I'm out already. I'll say if you bet. Oh, it could be a big po bar. Sin City saving me.
It could be a big po bottle. Sure.
Could be a big po bar. Phew, there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There could be a...
Bet it was confirmed. Ryu was on the podcast. Which, whilst we are talking about it, the next episode of the Gossip Stone podcast is coming your way very, very shortly. Been recorded, being edited, turned into gold, as they call it. And it will be in your ears very shortly. We've got me, we've got Emo, we've got Jimbo. We're talking about S7. We're talking some... We're actually, like, talking about some race mod stuff. So we've got a bit of a insider race mod discussion. So if you want to hear more about the changes to the standard rule set, DMC clips, kind of the race mod opinion on S7 currently, then it's going to be great. And there's a fantastic game at the end of it, which you definitely don't want to miss out on.
There we go. You've showed again. Good job.
And of course, Jax, as a former guest of the podcast,
yeah, it was a lot of
go
fun.
back through the episodes.
Yeah, so you decide that I need to represent logic.
Exactly. Of course, join League. Sign-ups are open now. Go and have a check.
And play Tri-Force Splits. It's the best game mode.
There we go. There's happy 2 hours done. We don't need to thank anybody else.
No,
Nobody else.
we need to thank the trackers. Come on, they actually are. They're actually doing work here.
We'll thank the trackers.
We should also thank the runners.
And we'll thank the runners.
So Palm 5 and Baseball are our trackers, and our runners, Aosuna, Scarlet. You should follow them. They're cool. They do. They play really well. Also, I know as a runner, you do not really get that many views or follows while you are playing, so sometimes you'll kind of lonely if you're doing your tournament match. So yeah, just go hang out with them afterwards. Make them feel like they're seen and that they haven't just been screaming into the void for a couple hours.
Especially if you like, what are those things called? The things that Ao has in his background. What are they called?
The what?
Bear will know. Bear, help me out. I want to say Pop-Tarts, but they're not called Pop-Tarts.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Funk Pops! That's the one! If you like the Funko Pops, go and check out Ao. He's got loads of them.
I really I just want them to be Pop-Tarts now.
Yeah,
just
somebody green screen. Eco-like and green screen Pop-Tarts. Oh, no, love that. Like, just generally, the French restream team, all the French runners, they've put on an equally fantastic show that we're trying to do here on ZSR. So, you know, if you're a French speaker, you know, French runner, like the Francophone community is wonderful. Of course, they're organising the Tournament of Truth at the moment, and playing and that. So, yeah, love those guys.
Yep. Yeah, on the downside, they are never going to say that Funko Pops are called Pop-Tarts.
I've had 1.5 beers, and I think I think I've gone.
Me and my one espresso is holding down the fort here. But yeah, thank you for helping me find words because that's been fun today.
Yeah, words. As long as the images are in your head, Jax, we will get the words that are associated with them.
Good, because Yeah, that's where we're at today. If you didn't know, some of my meds are in a nationwide shortage. Yay! Oh. We've got Scarlet. Will be coming into parity with the non-foolish meds here. But we'll see what she decides to do after that. Again, I'm pulling for Shadow. They've both had it open for 2 hours now.
I'm just thinking of other places that are like open, and
it's probably the biggest bang for your buck.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And see AMC off and Shadow.
That doesn't matter as much because you do almost everything anyway.
The only big chest is that the silver rupees, the first silver rupees room where you can peek it through the gate. But other than that,
and even that peek is often not worth it if you don't have your equip set up correctly.
Yeah, doing that room is 20 seconds at most. Yeah.
If your equips are set up exactly where you want them to be, it can be good, but between menuing and walking over, your expectation value is probably not that. Ooh, looks like he's speaking of things tricks. We're seeing the hookshot extension to the top of G.
Oh, this looks right. They're very good positioning. Just needs to get the hook extension.
Yeah, the hook extension is the same inputs as doing bow extension for Spirit Trial, right?
Yeah.
Do you get the same nice audio visual cue from that, or is it just a little?
Yeah, it's there we go. That's it.
There you go.
It's pretty much identical.
Yeah, because it's something where, again, speaking of extinct tricks, I've never really had reason to learn it.
Yeah, that one. There's an ESS setup, which is 2 ESS turns, side hop, 2 ESS turns, side hop, and then you're in the right position. There is a more C up E kind of one. That is
if you can
C
pull
up,
off
neutral roll, but
yeah, if you can pull off the ESS, it's definitely better when you're trying to do setups.
Yeah, I think that long shot extension there, compared to getting that chest and walking around it, something I've not timed, but if you do it well,
faster.
I think it could be a minute. I think could be 45 seconds, a minute saved.
A minute feels longer, but it feels too long. But it's definitely faster.
Oh, Fox. Well, I'm hoping y'all.
Yeah, fortunately, some other meds I'm on have ADHD-leading side effects, so I'm not completely dead, but my eloquence is a couple levels below our.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like you're getting your wish, Jax. Looks like we're going into Pizza Hut.
Gonna check out Shadow. Yeah, if you don't know, Shadow's my house. It's where I live. The whole story with that is just that when you're learning Shadow, you will fall in it a lot. It's just a fact.
Yeah, you do love falling in through Shadow.
You fall through Shadow a ton. You fall in Shadow a ton when you're learning. Just accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was joking to make myself feel better when I was falling constantly that I just had to move into that I should change my address to the Shadow Temple Void Out Plane. It's where I live now.
It's also your favorite dungeon.
It is. I actually like Shadow a lot because it is pretty linear. You don't really have any choices in where how much of it you do. But there's lots of little nice sneak to work on. You can really optimize it well. It feels really good when you get the trick.
Yeah, this sounds dumb, but you're always doing something. And I know you're always doing something in the other dungeons, but a lot of them Deku, you're just climbing vines.
Yeah, there's always good
DC, you're just throwing bombs. Yeah, there's a lot of good movement. There's a lot of battles. There's lots of tricks and things like that. So getting through it quickly is a really good skill.
The wind tunnel movement.
The wind tunnel, yeah,
so good. Definitely and honestly, I think I've come around on Water Temple over the years. Water Temple, I think everyone starts off not really liking it as a dungeon, but it's got a lot of interesting going.
No, I'm pro. I've always been pro Water Temple. Like it sucks. It's slow for checks, but you know, I've been a Water Temple fan. I'm a Fire Temple fan. I'm a big Spirit Temple fan. Like really, the only ones that I don't like is Forest, especially to watch.
I don't like Jabu.
Jabu, I understand Jabu.
It's a lot of squishiness.
Like Go mode Shadow as well is also not very fun. But when you get in Shadow early, I love getting in Shadow early.
Well, Go mode Shadow is still like I do find it fun because like I don't know, I'm always racing with my always trying to make always trying to do the absolute best I can.
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate. Like that's Go mode Shadow is the only time I feel like I'm an actual speedrunner. Instead of just a logician with a logician with an N64 controller.
Hey Drew, right. Drew, now whilst you're back, I've got a question for you. So we were having a conversation about like extinct tricks. Like because of changes to the randomizer, what tricks and strats have been kind of made extinct because of changes being made? So like I said that the Kirok speed up of the Gerudo guard gate kind of destroyed the ground jump in Gerudo Fortress. So, as somebody who's been in the community for a long time, can you think of any other extinct tricks? Because the reason why we came up with it was because we saw like the Water Temple like block clip with the bomb push or whatever it is, which you don't see a lot anymore because of CAMC.
Going back in time to the Ruder's letter before going to Zora's fountain.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
That is pretty extinct.
Oh, Drew was a not a ground jumper. Yeah, I think I was definitely ground jumping.
I was trying to learn the ground jump, but I kept on talking to the guard, and they're like, "Oh, cool, we're done."
Oh yeah. There's a nice little like I don't know how are you getting hit by the side.
Oh, that was what it was. It was cat chain. That's what I was thinking of.
Ah, cat chain. That's a good one.
Yeah, thank you. These the one I said was extinct.
Cat chain. Yeah, for those who know, that's a trick where even though it's nighttime, the chain of the drawbridge is still there if you don't look at it or something like that, and you can side hop with it.
Yeah, it's also a Schrodinger's chain, and that got shortened to cat chain, referencing. Yeah, cat chain is the one I was thinking of. That was absolutely extinct because we don't do that S3 opener anymore since Free Zelda.
Yeah, Schrodinger's.
And let's be real, that was what gave me the confidence to try getting into the game, was not having to do the S3 opener.
Really? Okay.
I was definitely intimidated by it when I was, considering switching over from Link to the Past.
Yeah, I was a post S3 boy. Oh, is that a Drew thing? Oh my god, Drew's like stickiness is everywhere. Like in the randomizer, like. S4 being 2 med bridge is all Drew's fault.
Yeah, there just really isn't a consistent time of day that would use Schrodinger's chain.
Oh, there's strength 3.
Strength 3, that's interesting. Because that is strength locked.
Yeah, that is true. The other 2 strengths were there, though.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think about what that means about the, Well, we have Requiem, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't think it means anything.
If it is in OGC and it was... I'm gonna count getting my, getting Rudo's letter from, and put that tally in my column because that was the place I was talking about.
There was a wallet upgrade on 20.
Mm. Again, logically indicative, potentially, but not all that. Ooh, so we have our runners going to different directions into those places that we were talking about as being sensible for this. We got Scarlet here in Shadow, about halfway through, and oh no, I was gonna say Aosuna looked like Aosuna was going. Aosuna faked me out.
Yeah, Au has just saved in Forest, and I'm assuming that they're going to do the Paradox letter and then
that makes sense.
Back into Forest Temple. Very
that makes
big
sense.
brain.
I like it. I like it. Oh, that was really cool timing there for Scarlet. Just like having that bomb land in the pot as the cutscene went off. Or not?
Changing his mind?
I don't know. This might not work for Scarlet here. We'll see. The trick to making this, not free, but looser, is to walk into the room with your camera facing away. It looks like she got through. Because if you walk with the camera facing away, you get extra time to try to get past before the fans start going, because they're not loaded in yet.
Yeah, Forest. This is the first time we've seen Forest being cleared out, so could see Ruto's letter at any point.
From either of these runners. Yeah, Aosuna had started Forest previously, so...
How quickly is it to get to Shadow? Shadow is in Deku.
It's in Deku Tree, which is a bit of a walk.
It might just be a proximity decision. Start doing checks quicker.
It's a go mode Shadow for us, that's worth.
Bet-in is now closed. Been open for about 20 minutes, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, we found it, so...
GG's baseball. Love it.
There, Rudo's letter.
Rudo's letter.
Oh my gosh, they both could have gotten that so much earlier.
Yeah, because we even said, didn't we?
Both had access to that, like, very early. Aosuna probably does not feel great about that.
When Aosuna was in Forest, we were like, just do the courtyard, like you're here, kind of thing. Could have had that a lot sooner, but still what we expect to be go mode.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing else that could be there, right? Because we found the Strength 3.
Yeah, we found the wallet as well. Like, we found...
Yeah, I think it has to be Mirror Shield.
And it can't be anything for Forest or Shadow completion, right?
No. One, we have all of it. And two,
yeah, exactly, yeah, so...
Yeah, and Dodongo's is in... Since Dodongo's is in there, yeah, it can't be anything. Because we have everything for Forest and Shadow, so...
Looks like Bear won the bet with being in Drew's pocket. Well done, Bear.
Yeah, we just need to wait for Drew to get here to take the letter out of his pocket and put it back.
Yeah. It's probably in Drew's washing machine or something.
Yeah.
Along with the spoiler log. GG's.
So Aosuna is going to be wrapping up here very shortly.
Yeah, Aosuna has marked go mode on his tracker, on his personal tracker.
And I believe him.
Yeah.
He will have to go back for the light arrows, but the amount of time that will take is much smaller, and he has the Furor's wind, so he's in good shape.
No, Toad, you're getting your means mixed up. It's definitely Drew's washing machine.
Forever Fenton, the light arrows are in GTG. Aosuna has been into GTG, but has only done the first 2 bow checks because he found his long shot in the front. And
we're gonna have to.
Yeah, he'll have to use his Furor. He can use his Furors and Ganon's cast to get back there really quickly.
Yeah. It was near the.
Did he finish Ice Cavern?
Ooh.
I know he was deep in Ice Cavern, which would imply you'd want to finish it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got Bolero marked on his personal tracker.
Okay, yeah, good. He warped out before getting Bolero?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, I guess. Again, my short-term memory is going to be shot today. Just live with it. Yeah, moving Furors to Spirit isn't really a big deal, actually. More in terms of he does not know where his light arrows are, so he would want to set Furors at the top of Ganon's castle so he could warp right back.
And if he did pick up Bolero, it would make sense that he could move the FW, whatever order that happened in. That might not be the correct order, but could be the mindset. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Nice speedy bongo fight,
yeah.
but not a necessary one, unfortunately.
All right. Okay. I'm going to change my thing to be like, that's the thing that I've always struggled with. One cycling bongo. I just can't get the rhythm. I know it's like supercalifragilistic and Skater Boy and whatever. I can't do it in one go.
That's kind of like on and off for me, to be honest. Yeah, I can definitely one cycle bongo, but it depends on the day.
Yeah, baseball's right. Just use BJS, and even then, I probably suck at it. There it is.
There's the mirror shield on the scrub. GG.
You just can't forget the scrub because the elevator's changed in these settings.
Yes. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Let's go.
I think Scarlet will probably head back to head into Forest now, but unfortunately, with having to go most of the way up fire, she just doesn't really have time. And even with AO not having lights, AO has several good ways to access GTE.
Yeah, this is done.
And yeah, and Scarlet has to finish Jabu and finish fire. The fire is the real big thing, because even if Aosuna does the worst possible clear of GTD in this situation, the fire boss he was in the map, so it's about halfway up fire. It just takes time.
Yeah, and this is where Forest Temple is, so it could be. This could be Forest.
I think it's likely what's going on.
No, Scarlet not going into. Oh, Forest is in DC. Sorry, I thought Forest was in the well as well. So yeah, this could be Forest.
I have a guess Forest, considering she went to Shadow. That means that clearing out the stone dungeons is on her mind. And both Forest and Shadow both have a decent amount of items. Shadow more so than Forest, but it doesn't matter how many, it just matters that it did.
AO is skipping checks in Jabu, even though they don't have strength 3.
No strength 3, no light arrows. That is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. We've been burnt by that before, Jax, haven't we?
Oh gosh, we have. Shout outs to my first competitive season.
some S5 qualifier bit us in the ass, but you know.
Yep. But yeah, that's why you don't do that. Just drop your well, you have FW, just drop it. You don't need to worry about it that much. But again, would you want to do that? Who knows? Qual was pain. That qual hurt so bad because I was so on pace going into Jabu.
I know. Yeah. So.
But again, it happens to everybody, particularly when you're learning, and even still after you're learning.
Yeah.
Note me continually not checking Richard for some reason. I can't wait to play Triforce Blitz after this, so I don't have to do this part of Jabu.
Yeah, Jabu shortcut on.
Mm-hmm.
In no sense. He's pushing a Word document saved with all of these links in it, ready to
post.
Put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triforce Blitz is in fact hype, and S3 was announced just before this stream started. So, if you ever wanted to count really hard while playing Ocarina of Time, consider Triforce Blitz.
Alright, Scarlet is momentarily.
Oh yeah,
we'll be picking up the lesser.
Next check is going to be a letter for her. She will also be in go mode. Unfortunately, this has a lot more to do. She is a dungeon and a half behind progression. I'm just like, how did she? I was thinking, how did she get so far behind? Like, honestly, the answer is almost entirely Shadow.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, we felt like we had a nice race between these two runners. I know they both had separate things to complete, but they both took two different options: Forest versus Shadow. They both have like 10 minutes to complete or whatever, a bit more. And yeah, when you're full clear on one of them,
and you get to. You one check and bail on the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's one more check and then leave on the other. It's random.
It's very different, yeah. If you full clear both, you'd be on parity, but.
But we said before that Scarlet could have had the hammer before, could have been even further ahead on AO.
Yes. Yes, I think that was really a decision of, if you are committing to collecting your 10th skull, when you're next to Kakariko, you turn in that 10th skull.
Oh my goodness, we have commands for for League and Triforce Blitz now.
Very good. Again, if you are interested in learning how to play, either of those modes are awesome. League, because you'll be placed with a whole bunch of people in similar brackets of skill brackets. And Triforce Blitz, because you can have a variable success condition. You have 2 hours to win, and if you get one Triforce piece, congrats, you did it, you won. Three is best, but if you get one, you did it, you won.
Alright, Jax, you can hold the fort for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's it.
Pretty good Baronade. There was one of the little mini berries got away from Aosuna, but overall, a very nice Baronade. Again, I've said this ad nauseum, but biggest gap between how much I like the dungeon and how much I like the boss. Baronade's great. Jabu sucks. Yeah. The other fun things about being in this situation where you're just going into Spirit is at this point you're just in a full-on boss rush. If you had light arrows, it'd be a true boss rush, but just gotta go walk up, meet up Twinrova, take care of the climb, ask Ganondorf where light arrows are. Which, of course, is like when you're actually playing, it always feels great? Question mark? Oh yeah, you might need to take the mask off. There you go. I definitely find that my slightly jank controller sometimes has a little crosstalk between the D-pad buttons. And I know a lot of people do have that issue with their controllers, so sometimes you'll have a mask on just to keep from pulling out Zelda's letter repeatedly. Yeah, just pick up the Keaton mask. It's almost always good to start the Skull Mask quest, and putting out the Keaton mask is less disruptive than pulling out Zelda's letter. More disruptive things when you're doing the Shadow Temple wind room and you pull out your ocarina instead of putting on your hover. So that's more disruptive. Agreed. Like the masks are very cute. So, and I think execution-wise, like if somebody asks like who's better execution-wise, I don't think there's a substantial difference we've seen the entire time. It's been a very well-matched run, and I'm interested in seeing further matches from these two. Oh, pardon me. And so Twin Robo will be another point where you can lose a little time, but again, not cheap. Unless you like to die multiple times. It's an option. Not one I'd take, but it's an option. Oh, it appears that we have our Burrows Wind set here. Exactly where we want it.
I've just been sitting here for a couple of minutes, just listening.
Just listening to me. Oh, well. Wow, I feel so flattered.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Welcome back, Knuckle. Oh, nice blue mirror shield. The more blue looks nice.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the more vanilla-y options, isn't it? That blue, I think.
Yeah.
When I say vanilla-y options, it's like one of the set cosmetic colours in the randomizer, rather than... I always have random colours for my mirror shield. My gauntlets have to be the same colours, because then I know if I've got silver or gold. Yeah. It's pink for silver gauntlets and purple for gold gauntlets.
Okay, so I do silver for silver, but I do black for gold.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
The one I really have to have is I need to have my tunics all have to be different colors. I don't know how people use the same tunic color.
Yeah, my tunic colors are completely random. So it could be any hexadecimal, yeah.
Yeah, I just realized when I tried to make them all the same like lovely purple colors. I couldn't tell what tunic I was wearing until the drown timer came on. No, the heat timer came on.
Ober is part of the curse squad of the, like baseball saying, gold, silver, silver, golds.
No, don't like that.
Nope. I have to have my C buttons and like my HUD like set things, because if you have those random, you can get some pretty bad colors sometimes.
Oh yeah.
That means you can't see like the cursor on the start menu. And I like kind of setting them up so it looks pretty. I like having...
That's one of the nice, fun things about the colors, like you get the customization.
I like pink C buttons quite often.
Yeah, whenever I'm playing and like... There's been some... if you're on a new dev branch of the randomizer, or if you have someone roll a seed for you, like at SGL when we were having seeds rolled for us live, it does kind of like disorient me. It's like, how do you all pay attention when Navi is changing colors with every action?
Yeah, the rainbow tunics. I know Zeph uses a rainbow tunic, and it's just like...
I love the rainbow tunics, but I could never use them.
Yes, I like the queer support, thank you. However...
Yeah. So can we just get the rainbow gauntlet?
Yeah, rainbow gauntlets. Let's go. I'd love those.
Because I do use rainbow shoes, because those aren't like in my face all the time.
Yes. Yeah, rainbow shoes. Yeah, rainbow jump slash.
Those are fine.
Yeah. Yeah, random boomerang.
You know what'd be funny? If we had a Pride Month race where we just had Pride flags instead of our country flags.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like a Pride kind of like, even just a casual race would be quite fun.
Yeah. Well, it's a little while till June. We can figure it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great time to let's do it then.
Yeah, let's do it.
And Pride Month. That's a call out to all the fellow queer runners to
talk with us about that.
Yeah, remind us.
Remind us that exists because I have... Yeah, my brain is full of cotton balls right now. It was a very smooth Twin Robo fight.
Hmm.
They were cooperating, and he was also manipulating them quite well.
Yeah, like just experience of doing that fight saves you minutes.
Over
Like,
again.
yeah.
But there's
That's the goal scale.
Aosuna thinks about it, is like, I don't have time to waste here.
Yeah, huh?
So really, you could have done water.
No, yeah, the iron boots were.
Those weren't required.
Yeah, if you did it all in a different order.
Mm-hmm. Now, do I endorse this? I mean, in a race setting, do it the easiest way that's presented to you. Don't just randomly do 50 skulls for gold skill because you're sick of looking for iron boots. I've done that. They were 2 checks further in Forest.
Just thinking, Jack's probably not the best time of the year for you to be facing medication shortages as well in the middle of a semester. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's midterms next week. It'll be great. Is the Chuckles and I both teach post-secondary education.
We have a lot of things in common with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we have our yep, C-Force, you know what I'm feeling right now.
I was thinking we're both academics, we're both in the queer category, and we both have love for sausage-based jolteons. So
yes, because Sauce is the Jolteon, he's wonderful. He's so good. Yeah. So Aosuna, how long do we think Aosuna has? Depends on his route through GTG, but
yeah, and I think it was
the Hammerlock.
The Hammerlock chest. Okay.
So that could go to one of 2 ways. It could be either one of the first checks he gets or one of the last checks he gets.
I think it's right first. I think I used to be a left and just do the loop. I
don't know. I think that right first makes more sense with CAMC on.
Okay.
Oof.
When you have strength 2, those 4 checks that with a strength 2 are pretty
quick.
I
think density-wise, going to the left makes more sense if you can't peek them.
Yeah, so Scarlet's got to beat Twin Rover, got to beat Fire.
Yeah, the Fire is the real time because she quite rightly did not climb it until she needed to beat it. It has nothing in it, but she still has to climb it about halfway. Ooh, Aosuna living on the edge here.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when you're playing without CAMC, you have enough health to.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say we have
Iron Knuckles.
We have 11 hearts. Like,
the Iron Knuckles are typically something you want to be more cautious with because they do 4 hearts in a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you've got 11 hearts, you can mess around with doing Master Sword 2 at a time. Typically only go for that with Bigger on Sword.
11 hearts, double magic.
You're fine.
We're in no kind of like we're going to die to Ganondorf kind of situation.
Honestly, I think the only time I ever died to Ganondorf I got viciously comboed on. Aosuna, you need to save. Aosuna, you need to save. We're gonna fingers crossed that he saves before he resets, because this is scary. Oh, thank God! Thank you, thank you, past Aosuna for like curing me through the time and space, because that was giving me a little bit of anxiety until he did that. Because this is what you do. Yeah, because again, this is on a 20-minute delay. Aosuna is likely already finished, but yeah, that does give me a little bit of a hard time, because typically you just like hit the reset button hard once Ganondorf gives you the hint, and if you haven't saved, I don't know the last time Aosuna saved. I don't want to find out. And we don't have to.
I think in the end, this has been a good race. I've enjoyed watching this. I think they're both very even runners in terms of playstyle, execution level.
Yes, again, the main decision here was the two main decision points were when you handed in the hammer, or handed in the souls for the hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And whether you went forest or shadow first to look for your letter. And again, I think that, in both those cases, Aosuna came out on top, but there is no reason that had to happen.
Mm-hmm. I think finding the hook earlier was also good for Aosuna. I think, I definitely would have played, especially in the early game, I would have played the seed differently. I would have checked the DC entrance earlier. I would have checked Fire Temple entrance earlier as well in the middle of the game. And I would have done Child Spirit in my Child 1. But other than that,
and again, a lot of their decisions were well reasoned and, not maybe what I would have done, but very defensive.
Oh yeah, so nobody's made anything wrong. These are kind of a decision.
It's a decision.
A challenge cup runner would make.
No, it's not. It's not even that what you would have done would have been slower. It's just they made executive decisions on when, you know what, I could go do this right now, or I could go get Song of Storm, so I could also get my boomerang.
Mm-hmm. I preferred Scarlet's decision to go adult sooner than what Aosuna did. He did kind of more of a child cleanup.
Yeah, very detailed child into the child one. I tend to prefer the child half, adult half.
Mm-hmm.
Oracle de la Legend, you will see them momentarily.
Yeah, we're literally here. And we'll see the FW back.
And then we're going to start some boss fights.
Yeah, I wonder what Scarlet thinks of Dungeon ER. Because Aosuna picked Dungeon... No. I always think CAMC offers a major.
No, it's not a major.
Sorry, let's just go back through quickly. So Dungeon ER was Aosuna. Okay. So I wonder how comfortable Scarlet is with Dungeon ER. Might be something for the interview if they decide to come in. I know it looks like AO is going to come in. I don't know about Scarlet. Baseball is typing. Scarlet will not be joining us. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, I would have liked to... I don't think I've spoken to either of these runners before, so I would have liked to have had a chat with Scarlet.
Oh dear. This isn't viciously comboed on? That is the only way I've ever died again. Is a repeated cycle of that. But it looks like Aosuna made a very clean recovery. It's not going to have any issues past this. I didn't curse him, it happened 20 minutes ago. Yeah. For whatever reason, those were not as crisp as they should be. If you get a very clean rhythm, you can stun lock Ganondorf. And it just is nice to be able to get the stun lock because, not just because of the speed, but because of the risk. You are less likely to have issues in your fight if you just get him out of the way fast. The longer the fight goes on, the more likely you are to have very bad problems. Yeah, Scarlet, really actually also showing off that you can spin them if you can spin the Twin Rubber Sisters if they are trying to give you a fifth shot. You can spin them and it'll break them, which is a very good little bit of tech.
Yeah.
Ooh. Going way back. This is a very good speed up. This is good.
Very good Twin Rover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really good watch.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Like this game too is going to be really juicy. Yeah,
Yeah, these are very, very even runners and are showing off some very good technique.
Yeah, nice to see. I know Scarlet's played like League before. I know she's an advocate of League, so of course has my respects for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could go either way in the second game, maybe into third game as well.
I hope in the third game.
Yeah,
when
definitely.
you have a good matchup, you want it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Aosuna probably doesn't, but
I mean, yeah, but we're not the ones playing it, so we can say that.
Yeah, as the watchers, we can.
Well, like as spectators, of course, they want good games in computer. But yeah, I can understand that as a player being like, "Do I have to schedule a third match? Please? Can I just win the second one?"
Saying the watchers like we're Buffy the Vampire Slayer watchers. For those who are Buffy fans.
Pardon me.
Alright, GG's.
Yeah,
AO.
GG's.
Nice match.
Yeah,
Fun
that
to
was a
watch.
great match.
Let's go. 238.04 in a dungeon ER seed with CAMC off.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Again, there is a vast difference in the quality of runners and quality of like approach to the seed between, a few years ago and now. Just the level of a experienced runner is just so much higher, and there's so many more experienced runners.
Yeah. Good to see Lagsland in chat, Alexis. What up?
Yeah. Okay.
Ayo, bonsoir. GG.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Great race.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah. I had a few words with Scarlet right after the finish, so I had a pretty good view about the race, and I was on the stream, so yeah, so I saw it.
Yeah. Again, I don't know, Chuckles, why don't you take this one to start with?
Yeah, well, I think like
In a
it
moment.
was really enjoyable watch. It was a good like in essence it came down to you going to Forest to get the letter and Scarlet was in Shadow basically was kind of like the main bit. But I want to kind of ask about Dungeon ER, which your pick being.
Yep.
Is that a favorite setting of yours? Like, have you played a lot of Dungeon ER in the past?
Yeah, not my favorite thing, I would say, but I played a lot with many tournaments, so yeah, I'm used to it, and I kind of have a good vision about what I have to do for the next play, and seeing what can be or cannot be over there or in any dungeon. So maybe like Jabu was obviously in original spots, so things like that. I'm used to it, so yeah.
Was it like a francophone tournament kind of pick in the summer that you would choose, or?
Yeah, that the Franco tournament. Yeah, that's the main reason I have that in my mind, because I did like maybe 20 race, I guess, maybe.
Oh
like
wow!
that.
Wow, yeah, that's quite a bit of
Yeah. A lot of the races were about Dungeon ER, so yeah, that's something I'm used to. So
Are you in multi-world as well?
What?
The multi-world tournament? Are you in that?
Yeah, but that's more standard thing. So yeah, that I'm also in that, and I just played once, so I have to do a lot of matches again.
Because it like a lot of multi-world runners seem to pick Dungeon ER quite a lot in that as well. So I didn't know if you had a lot of experience with Dungeon ER in that tournament as well.
No, that's more standard thing for not really for that tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty interesting, and I don't know how she did in the. She talked about messy beginning for her, so I'm gonna take.
She skipped.
Yeah.
She skipped or missed several checks because she peeked them and saw that they were small and brown, and then turned around and did it. And then turned around and did it after a beat.
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
what she
that would
said.
be what I would do if you maybe do no CAMC. Yeah,
I didn't pick that. That's all of her faults.
I know.
It was
I am against it.
you started as child, so you both did the Kakiri sword chest first,
Yeah.
and Scarlet peeked it and ran away.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh dear.
Thankfully, it was not impactful, but
Yeah, there was nothing on that. That's okay.
yeah, it's funny. This typically the chest where I realize CAMC is off.
Yeah, that's where you have that feeling when you entered in the Midos house,
Mm.
and you see all four brown little chests,
Yeah.
and you're like, "That's not normal." I'm gonna open them all. That's when you have a callback. So
Yeah. Yeah, Scarlet, like Spirit Temple, she did Child Spirit and like peeked the two Child Spirit chests. They were both small, and so she left. And then like 2 minutes later, she was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's
Go back.
that's way bigger of that has a bigger impact than the Croquet Sword because both bows are
Those were keys,
in,
yeah.
yeah. And then the third one is in behind the second straight in Desert Colossus. So yeah, that's not pretty available. So hopefully she came back in that. So yeah.
Yeah, it was like nothing harmed. Like another thing, like that between you two, you had the hammer going into DMC.
Yep.
So you got the hovers and the irons going through DMC the first time. Scarlet was there before handing in 10 schools, so didn't have the hammer. So she did ice first, got Bolera, and then basically got it. So didn't lose her a lot of time, but just a bit of time having to do ice and going back. But you did ice in the end as well.
Yeah, that was the main play because I wanted to check what was in GTG and then go for Forest and Shadow. And I just went to Forest because it was quicker to go there instead of Shadow Temple, which was in Deku Tree.
Deku Tree, yeah.
Yeah, because you picked up long shot and then you left. Kind of, did you not feel like was your thought Rute's letter wasn't going to be there? Was it like was CMC off? Like hurt GTG? Did you think, or what was your thought there?
No, I wanted to I went to do everything in the GTG, but when I saw the long shot, I was like, no, I'm gonna just drop Pharaoh's Wind and then come back. And if I have to come back, that's Minuet. That's not that long. And even if I end up in Ice Cavern, so because there was a high probability for Bolero there, so that play, even if I took off the Pharaoh's Wind, there was many plays to come back faster in GTG, but that was what in my mind I just dropped Pharaoh's Wind and went for water.
C-Force in chat said that you had a moment at the end where you saved in Forest. You tried to play Epona.
Yeah, because at that point I was like, oh no, there is that's that moment I don't think, I'm like, okay, I have to do one play and stick to it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give 20 skull, go to Forest, and oh yeah, maybe that's Epona. And of course I was thinking about the old dungeon and didn't realize because that was obvious. You couldn't have it. And I was like, oh no. Just have to press reset and
yeah, that was pretty cool though. Like saving in forests, ready to go. We thought you were going to King Zora with the blue fire.
Yeah, that was the whole point. In fact, what I was thinking it was to do like Big Po, but of course couldn't do it. And then going to King Zoa to unfreeze it, and save back in Forest Temple. But when I didn't do the Big Poe, I just went to Forest, and that was the good play to do. So not a problem.
All right, cool. I think we'll leave it there. Of course, game 2 coming up versus Scarlet. So good. Was that tomorrow? Was that?
Yeah, same hour.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Oh wow, yeah. Well,
Awesome.
exciting.
Yeah.
Because I'm in France and she's in Brazil, I guess. So that's -4 hours.
Yeah.
For me, so
Weekend's good.
Yeah, and I end up work at 5 p.m. and she does too. So kind of hard to do it on weekly.
Understand that.
Yeah, best of luck. Like I come into your streams, the restreams that you do for the French restreams quite a lot, just to chill. I don't understand anything you're saying, but like the energy that you have and like the French restreams, they're so good that I just enjoy watching it even without kind of. So it was really nice to chat and watch you for a race. So
thanks a lot.
I'll pop in. I'll say something in English like every so often, and just like
I'm gonna say something in English, but then I had to go back in French. So
yeah. It was cool chatting, cool watching you. So thanks for that. Thanks to everybody who's put this restream on. Jax for joining me, Palm and Baseball for restreaming and tracking, and of course AO and Scarlet for racing. We're probably raiding somebody, Baseball, like come in here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. We're gonna raid CSR.
Oh, cool. All right.
Because they're doing the Skyward Sword Randomizer race. Yes, the weekly race. So we're going there, and we go get to say hi to Golden, who's doing the restream.
Nice.
Join us at 4 a.m. Eastern for Zavi versus Hyper Game 3.
Let's go.
So that'll be exciting. Nice. And join us at noon Eastern tomorrow for Nath versus Yo-Yo Game 2. I'll be there. Chuckles will be there.
I'll be there. We'll be there again.
Yeah.
I want to say something again. Maybe less wine because it's a Sunday afternoon, but I can't promise anything.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.